Hello!
Hello!
Thanks for tuning in to Dark Sun, guys and gals. We are playing a system called Dungeon World. It's kind of like D&D, but with a few less rules. And we're playing in a world called Athos. The setting is actually called Dark Sun. It's an old setting that TSR came up with a long time ago, and it's seen a little bit of updates over the years, but we're bringing it back. Imagine Mad Max meets Dungeons & Dragons. That's basically what we're doing here. So, thanks for tuning in. It's been an eventful season so far with a crazy cast. I'm very glad that these 4 people have stuck it out almost to the end. We've got 3 sessions remaining, including today. So it's going to be just real. It's going to be a photo finish. I'm not sure what that means exactly, but it's going to be a photo finish where you have to take a photo of the finish.
But I mean, the cameras are constantly photographing us, so
I can't hold it up. The analogy is not great. But anyway, so and the photo finish will also be Halloween style. So make sure you tune in for our finale on the 29th because that will be Halloween style.
If Dark Sun wasn't already a mashup of genres enough for you, there will be another layer of genre mashup.
Yep, exactly. There will be a Halloween style episode, and that will be our finale. So I'm going to let our cast introduce themselves, and then we'll get right into it. Go ahead.
Hey guys, I was like rearing up to punch everybody apparently.
So you're in character.
Already in character.
Yeah. I'm a fighter, in case you couldn't tell. Tenna Boone is my character's name. She's gone a little off of her rocker, so she tends to improvise weapons, make reckless decisions, and oftentimes isn't very intelligent, but we love her anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
That's right. I'm playing as Osvald Torgen. I don't know why I was looking at my name like I didn't know.
The pressure! The pressure!
Oh, today I'm playing...
I am a psychic warrior.
At least you're not using violence against
Let's see.
chat
Oh,
like
yeah.
I am.
Do I?
So at least you're not using violence against them like I am.
Yeah. And I don't know how... Well... I know that there's good ways to use magic and bad ways to use magic. I used to be against magic completely, then I like druid magic, and now I'm at this spot where...
You have a heavily confused, ever-evolving philosophy on magic.
But Gideon has convinced me that too much power is bad. So,
Yes.
And that makes people bad, so anybody with too much power is using bad magic, so that's where I'm at right now. And I'm not the smartest. I'm heavily influenced, just like you said.
All that.
Yeah.
That is also true.
Hi, my name is Jordan Pridgeon. I'm going to finish chewing some ice, which my dentist tells me not to do anymore.
That's bullshit.
I'm playing Gideon Longfellow, who is a human bombardier who basically is just heavily anti-authority, and his entire goal in life is to try and see a world where cities aren't run by sorcerer kings, aren't run by these like hugely powerful dictator, warlord kind of things. And he's, basically just an anarchist. So that's that.
Yeah, Gideon is perhaps one of the worst characters to have to live in a world like Athos. Because it doesn't appear to be getting any better.
Yeah.
See, but it makes sense to me that a world like Athos would spawn Gideon-type characters.
Absolutely. Of course it would. There are probably multiple Gideons running around. They probably also do not survive as long as you have. So you've been both very lucky and powerful to make it as far as you have. And Pithka.
So I'm Scott. I'm playing Pithka the Blind. I grew up under the power of a sorcerer king who took me away from my family because I was naturally gifted in the way, and after escaping and living as a hermit for a while, I came to these guys. My specific gifts in the way are that I have a connection to the future, and sort of it's evolving into this whole connection to time and how, the information is spread through the timeline. And I would say that, Pithka can always tell the future with 100% accuracy. It's never wrong, but prophecies Can be misread.
Just to jog our memory, have you ever succeeded on a predict future roll?
I don't know.
Because we don't look at those rolls.
We don't look at them. So,
Yeah, but then we experience the future and it's not the same.
but prophecies can be misread.
Good point. Yes, he has been correct before.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you got 100% correct every time.
Yeah, it's just that somebody upset the timeline
That
to
or-
make it appear as if his prophecy was incorrect.
Time can be rewritten.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, people messed it up. That's all. So last time you had the help of the legendary of the Sorcerer King, the legendary free city of Tyr, Yenin Markovich, who has done nothing but sacrifice for his people in the city to make sure that they have freedom, to make sure that they're educated, well-fed, clothed, and housed, which is something that most cities don't experience. So Yenin, through some fortunate decisions that were made in season 1, was able to quickly reach you guys to help you out, and he basically murdered a bunch of Templars to catch up with you guys in this cave where this altar was at. The altar essentially was used to create a godlike being, or can be used to create a godlike being to save the world. That's the purpose of the altar.
An evil jellyman.
An evil jellyman.
No, I thought it was a Neon Genesis.
Oh.
The Neon Genesis, yes.
A Vangian. And all 4 of you know that. You all know that it's called a Vangian, and I just
Tenna
want
does not know that.
I just want one time for somebody to say that word. But I don't think it'll ever happen. So whatever. Yeah. So anyway, the Evangian is prophesized to save the world, and someone who has the power of arcane and druidic magic and is also well versed in the way can survive the process to become the Evangian. The Oba, Lalali Poi, who is the Sorcerer King of Gulg, she was attempting to make this transformation using the altar. Yenin thought that was a bad idea, did not support that, and it seemed like the party also agreed and decided that this altar should be deactivated or the magic should be destroyed so that she doesn't have access to that.
Which Yenin didn't fully agree with initially.
At first, the first thing he said was basically, let's destroy this and move on. And then when one other person in the party said, well, maybe one of us can use it or maybe we can use it, then Yenin immediately jumped on board that idea and was like, yeah, that's true, let's do that. So,
Yeah.
But his first instinct outwardly was to destroy it.
So he says.
That was his public position.
That's his public position. Sometimes you have to have a public position and a private position on issues. And Yenin is a good example of that type of a person. This was not meant to be such a parallel. But anyway, so Yenin is... sorry. So Yenin then helped you to deal with another issue that Lalali was... had created, which was that all of the people dying in Gold were having their souls intercepted before they could rest and were being trapped, essentially. So, and it was, as described to you by ghosts, very painful and torturous. And this had been going on for a few months. And she was using these souls as a battery to power something. That was unclear. So you guys were able to destroy that. Actually, specifically, Scott, or Pithka, was able to take Yenin back in time to destroy it, kind of.
With the goal of destroying it
That was plan A.
after it was created almost immediately.
Yeah, to end all of that suffering.
To prevent them from suffering for months and months and months.
To prevent all that suffering
Didn't do that.
from it
Right.
happening in the first place. Instead, what happened was Pithka transported Yenin back. Yenin was like, well, that's true. Well, in his head, he didn't tell anybody about this, but in his head, he's like, yeah, we could end all of that suffering before it even starts, Or we could change this thing so that it explodes when we hop back to the present time, and then they'll be on my side, and I can use them to take down the Sorcerer King as basically an invading army of ghosts.
Basically, us trusting Yinin even a tiny bit prove that he's a terrible psychopath.
Well, I will say this.
But we provided them with vengeance. That was important, right?
They did seem very happy to be able to enact vengeance. And actually...
well, they should know that the best revenge is living well. But they're
They're
ghosts.
dead.
But they're ghosts.
Yeah, so that's not an option.
They died and their souls were stolen, so...
Yeah.
So because of Yenin's choice, actually, instead of having to make a long, protracted slog through the city and make a siege against Lalalipoi or the Oba, instead the ghost just wiped out most of her forces in the city, and now she's holed up at her palace, and she has remaining troops that you need to get through, but she's actually not nearly as well defended as she was. So functionally, Yenin's choice did provide great benefit for you because you don't really have an army at your backs. You do have the support of Kiganis' troops from before, and you were provided with some ghost giants. Because they believe that you're the reincarnation of Amamhar, right?
That's what I am.
So you had them, and that's certainly helpful, but it wouldn't have been enough to actually be able to lay siege to the city. But all of these souls and ghosts definitely did it. So there was a good benefit for Yenin doing that, a real good benefit.
Yeah.
A real
that to the people.
powerful benefit.
Powerful benefit. Sorry, I shouldn't have said good.
Yeah, I'm like...
What I meant to say was objectively ethical benefit.
Oh, yes.
Anyway.
Not everything you say is canon.
So little
But we are the Dark Sun Darlings.
Right. R.
So little of what I say is actually canon. And it's for chat to figure out what is what. So, just briefly at the end of last week's session, I mentioned what's going on, but we'll go over it one more time. So at the top of Lalalipoi's fortress, which is made entirely out of wood, one of those wide trees. I don't remember what they're called. I asked last week. We didn't figure it out. I'm not going to figure it out because why would I look it up? I only had 6 days. So yeah, one of those really wide trees is what her palace is carved out of. She's at the top, and you guys notice that the weather is acting very strangely. There's all of a sudden extremely heavy cloud cover, which doesn't exist in Athos. Rain is falling from the sky, which maybe one of you has experienced a couple times, but it would have been really slight.
Pretty sure none of us had experienced that because we had a conversation
Okay.
about
How
thinking
ridiculous it
water
would be
falling
that
from
water
the sky
falling
was
from
the
the sky.
So that was
stupidest thing we've
that was
ever
very
heard.
quick.
You're like, what dumb bullshit.
Kiganis,
Crazy.
Kiganis, thank you so much for pledging the goal. And
We buffing the bosses?
nope. All I'm saying is thank you, Kiganis, and that is all the information I have for you guys as of right now.
Oh boy.
Okay.
When the god of death meets a goal.
Okay, so you notice this cloud cover, and it's raining, and it's raining like it would in a rainforest. So none of you have experienced this amount of water before. So this is crazy pants.
Rainforest is just like the dumbest concept we've ever heard.
Yeah.
It's like,
Both
first
those
of
words
all,
make no
forest.
sense.
Yeah.
And you made them a compound thing that I don't understand.
Yeah. Well, you need can I understand one of these two words at least?
Yeah.
Rain.
Contextually, you can't figure out
Forest?
anything if you don't understand either word.
You think trees are falling from the sky now? Come on.
That doesn't make sense.
What is this supposed to mean?
There's going to be water on the ground and trees falling from the sky? That doesn't even make sense.
I'm gonna look around immediately for anything to cover myself with to stop the rain.
You actually see there's a lot of the civilians who live in the city have covered themselves up with heavy hooded jacket type things like ponchos essentially, and you see them all over the place. So you can grab one.
I'm gonna grab one immediately and put it on.
I'll cover myself with my dead animal cloak.
My great coat is waterproof. So I'm just kind of wrap up on that.
It would be a good thing for it to be waterproof with all the.
We have to
explosives in
stop
there.
the magic water.
So she's clearly, and as you
Yeah.
look, she's clearly casting some sort of spell. And as she starts casting, so she casts a spell very quickly and then starts casting a more involved spell. The first spell very clearly has to do with this weather and clouds, because the clouds, as soon as she motions up to the clouds, a lightning bolt just strikes down right next to her palace, and then lightning bolts start striking down all over her palace, all around her, and it's creating it's creating. She is visible, but there's almost just a barrier of lightning strikes that are happening all around her, so that you just can't get to her. And as she starts casting this tremendously powerful spell, you see Yenen's eyes narrow, and he just starts concentrating and looking at her. And he looks to the rest of you and says, "I can hold this off for some time."
So would you say Yen is distracted?
That's pretty good.
Yes.
Let's
Yenen-
murder Yen.
Yes, Yenen is. Well, no, Yenen is. You have that choice. Yenen is.
Role playing, it's all about choices.
Yeah. So Yenen, you can tell, is very distracted, and he looks at you. He says, "You have some time, not very much," and you can tell there's a battle of wills happening between the two of them, going back and forth. And it's one. I mean, it's hard to tell because she's so far away, but it's one that you're not completely sure if Yenen can win or not. I mean, Yenen is obviously by far the most powerful character that you've ever met in this setting, but within moments, he's even in his crazy magma form. You can see him just sweating. His brow is furrowed, and you can already see him getting exhausted.
I imagine it's little beads of lava.
It is. It's little beads of lava that are melting down. Yeah, you just see the lava.
All
hitting the
right.
ground.
Okay, he's helping us, so I'm not going to murder Yen.
But you know, what might happen is maybe she'll beat him and then we can finish her off. That'd be perfect.
if they take each other out.
Yeah, and then we just finish off the winner.
Well,
Especially
we
if it's
still
her.
probably need to get in there now while
Yeah,
there's not
exactly.
wall of lightning.
Yeah,
stopping
and
us.
he
You want to
looks
pull a
at you and
Witcher
says,
where the giant and the dragon are fighting, and you're just like, I'm just going to see
Yeah,
how
yeah,
this plays
exactly.
out.
he looks at you and says, "This is not a simple counter spell. It will take time." But yeah, you look forward, and the grounds to her palace are relatively clear. There's some fighting going on among her Templars and the angry spirits that you've released. But the front gate is just busted down, so you should be able to run right into her palace. Unfortunately, that's the only way to get to her is going to be through the palace, because climbing the palace walls, which you might be able to do, is extremely
How high are the
inadvisable.
palace walls?
It's pretty tall. It's like 40 feet tall. The problem is there are lightning bolt strikes happening all around the palace. So
I've heard things can be slippery when they're, what's that word? Wet?
Slippery when wet.
Burning? Slippery when burning? So I would like to use speed divination
Okay.
to find the path that's going to lead us to her most effectively.
Gotcha. Wow.
Nice.
So I get to hold 3, and so anyone can take a +1 forward on anything that gets us closer
That
to
goal.
her.
Yeah. Great.
So my new ability is my my explosive boots, but
Oh.
that would not be quite enough to get me on top of the wall, I assume.
No, it's not. Well, not only. I mean,
Not
probably
alone.
probably you could overload them and get up there. The issue is you're flying through all of these lightning bolt strikes, and if even one of them hits you, that's just the end of you. Like one lightning bolt in and of itself would probably kill you, but definitely with all the explosives on your body.
Well,
it
if
would
I'm not touching the
way kill
ground,
you.
it's a little unlikely that a lightning bolt would see me as a nice path.
It's true, you're not grounded.
Yeah. Because lightning bolts are seeking the quickest path to the ground.
These are magical lightning bolts, though.
All right.
They don't follow the rules of science.
Fucking magic.
Yeah. Anytime anybody is like, "But science," I'm like, "Nope, don't care about that."
Magic.
Yeah. I mean, in a world where, in a world, I've had a DM years back who, anytime somebody would be like, well, that doesn't really make sense, he would be like, here's the thing, owlbears exist. That was just like always his,
That's a good point.
yeah, he's like, owlbears exist. And you're like, okay, yeah, really hard to argue against that.
There are dead things that come back to life.
Yeah, and there's no explanation of that.
We should make a science-omancer in one of these things.
Yeah.
And just everything is as scientifically accurate as possible.
I feel like the thing about RPGs in fantasy worlds is anybody who really believes in science just ends up turning into a character like yours, where you just blow up things.
Yeah.
Like, oh, blow up things, fire.
You're like, that's easy enough to do.
That's science.
Science can do that.
Okay. So you. So the only thing is, you are going. It's not quite as bad on the palace grounds as you run into the gates, but there are still some lightning bolts hitting the ground as you run towards the front gate. So I'm going to need you guys to make me defy danger rolls to try and avoid getting hit by giant bolts of lightning.
All right.
All right.
I did.
Wow, Osvald really good.
You defy the fuck out of danger.
Uh-oh.
Pick a Gideon.
Can you give yourself a +1?
I can.
Okay.
That's if I can be where the lightning bolts aren't through wisdom.
Yeah, you absolutely can do that.
And take a +1. That puts me at 7.
Okay, so you're down to hold 2. You do take 1 damage from the lightning as you just barely avoid it.
Okay. My bling dice have not been rolling well recently, but I'm gonna try it.
Oh.
Wow! Yeah. You said that.
Yeah. All right, these dice are retired for the day. Point.
Forever. You mean forever?
That was
No,
that was so impressive.
That was pretty epic. That was pretty epic.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
Double deuces. That's
Okay,
what everybody always wants to have. That's going to be a 6 no matter what I do.
Okay, so
Unless you take +1.
yeah, you
I
could.
could
Yeah, you can
do
take
that
+1.
if you wanted.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so
would
you're
say-
Can I
down to
use
hold
either strength or constitution?
one. You can use Constitution.
All right. Just survivability.
Yeah, so you take 1 damage.
Okay.
And then there's Jordan. Okay, so so Lalali Poi's lightning bolts do a D8 +2 damage.
Woo! Let's roll with this. I get struck by lightning.
You're like, oh, this will be a different kind of
What was it?
A D8
injury
+2.
than you're used to.
D8 +2. Let's roll low.
There you go.
Hey.
+2. No chance that counts as explosive damage.
No, it does not.
No.
And it definitely ignores armor.
Okay, well that's 4.
You
I can take 4.
So as the lightning goes coursing through your body, you're obviously not able to dodge it, and it just hits you dead on. And you guys actually see Gideon on the ground, just totally just clenched up like crazy before he's able to. He takes a moment before he's able to stand up and start running again. And you actually hear a crack, and then a moment later you realize that you gritted so hard that you actually cracked a tooth.
Oh.
I spit out a bit of the chunks. I'm gonna have to deal with that later.
Not a lot of dentists in
Yeah.
in that, so yeah, you're.
I'll figure it out myself, though. You know, I'll take
right.
a little bit of like blasting jelly or something and like form a tiny tooth that worst case scenario I can like bite down on like a cyanide
explosive.
It's
capsule.
like a
Tooth.
suicide, yeah.
And just be like, the people are like, we finally got you. No way out. I'll be like, you're right, there isn't.
Well, you pretty much lay you put up just in case bombs everywhere else you go. You might as
Yeah,
well
why
trap
not?
your own
Yeah.
body.
Yeah.
Why not have
It
one
makes a lot
literally
of
in your
sense.
mouth?
Wouldn't that be
if
the
you wanna-
best way for Gideon to die, though?
Yeah.
Like
I'm
one
pretty-
day, yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's a GIF from a Cronenberg film of what your head would do.
Yeah, exactly. From Scanners. It's like
Yes,
the guy's
it's from
like,
Scanners. Yes.
Okay, Gideon, heal 1 hit point courtesy of Kiganis.
yes, thank you, Kiganis.
Okay, so I
I
just see
should
that
tell you
happening.
guys that that's a little real because I have at one point just been like chewing and one of my teeth just broke up and fell out of my mouth.
Oh my god.
wow.
Like the back just went, and I was like, Oh, that's a tooth.
Oh no.
Yeah, I can't remember what I was eating, but I was eating something real hard one time as well. Something I shouldn't have been like chewing, and just broke my one of my back teeth, and they ended up having to fill it, and it was a big ordeal.
Yeah.
Because I was chewing on shit I shouldn't have been chewing on.
Well, they can get like hairline fractures that you just don't detect until then you chew on something. I have
I
a
apparently
niece
have
when
like
she
a
was little.
fuck ton of those throughout my
Yeah,
teeth.
yeah.
Like,
My-
I've never even had a cavity.
Hey, you should
Yeah.
really stop chewing ice.
Right.
oh, I know.
Yeah.
So,
I apparently have very
fine,
short
yeah.
molars because
I've
I
been to the
chewed
dentist
ice.
one time, and the one time he was like, "Whatever you're doing, keep doing it."
That's usually
Wait,
what I
one
get.
time?
But
Yeah, I need to go again just in case. But
Got an appointment on Wednesday. I'm a real adult who gets a 6
I'm doing it right now.
Wow. Oh, Darrell, that's great.
and one time I went, they were like, perfect.
Yeah. Yep.
So therefore,
So
it's
no
been
reason-
perfect ever since,
Yeah.
even though I was 8.
So you're able to get inside the front gate to the palace, and the first thing that you see inside you just see a great hall. You see hunting trophies all over the walls, giant moose and elk heads.
Speaking of dentists, huh?
Do we know what moose and elk are?
You have seen them since being here.
All right. Yeah, I guess
But
we've spent
they
some time
look-
in woods now.
Yeah, but they are still bizarre creatures, as far as you're concerned.
What?
You see hides on the walls as well, lots of furs and stuff like that. Did you have a question?
Yeah, what did we call the things with long, slender legs and...
I mean, they're called deer, but I think you had a different name.
We had a
did.
different name for them, and I can't remember it, and it's going to drive me nuts.
Because they were scary.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were terrifying.
With their giant eyes, their weird skinny legs
Yeah,
that
they're
make
like-
no sense.
Their
Yeah.
fluttery butterfly eyelids.
Yeah. Their
Yeah.
fluttery
Did
eyelids.
we run into Bambi specifically?
Yeah, you ran into.
Yeah. Yes.
Bambi was like licking a salt block.
It was like, yeah. Oh, there was a salt block. I remember that.
Yeah. So
If chat can remind us what we said, that'd be great.
here's the thing. I think with things like that, they're just waiting for us to get done riffing so that we can get back.
Yeah. They're like, we don't remember. Wasn't that fucking
They're
funny?
like, you guys find things very
Everything we
funny,
say
but
is
we
so
do not.
funny. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, I guarantee you, Chad is like, these guys think they are so much funnier than they are.
Oh yeah, we love these jokes.
Yeah, give us these jokes.
Anyway, so yeah, you see a lot of furs
Classic.
and hides and trophies and everything up on the walls and the floor and tables. It's clearly just like a great hall for mostly for troop staging, ceremonies, stuff like that. Bury the lead a little bit. You also see Templars of Bezbekar, who start running towards you as if they're going to attack.
Is Bezbekar an insurance company?
Bezbekar, yeah, Bezbekar is an insurance company. But also, Bezbekar is a sorcerer king in this world. Specifically, the sorcerer king who had Pithka at one time. So anyway, you see Bezbekar's Templars just go charging at you. So you see 4 of them. What do you do?
I scream charge and I run towards them. And if anybody follows me into combat, you take a +1 forward.
Well, you know I'm going to follow you.
Yeah.
Pitka's like,
No, I
There's no like
actually...
flanking bonuses in Dark Sun, is there?
I mean, this is basically the closest thing to it. You need to run into melee with
Sure.
Osvald to get that bonus. So, no, there isn't.
So is it possible to do a charge and still do project force?
Yeah, but you're going to have to actually run in. And like you're
Yeah.
basically doing project force like 5 feet away from
That's fine, yeah.
Yeah, you can totally do that.
Here we go, project force.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a 12.
Projected the fuck out of that force, Darrel.
I did. I did. Oh no, I didn't get a D8.
Here you go.
Thank you.
That's
Oh,
what
well.
friends are for.
Yeah.
Now your polyhedron set isn't.
Yeah, I'll find
Well,
the
that's
white
because
one.
I have
Fine.
the...
Oh, that's fine. Okay, I'll get an
Unbelievable.
orange
your
one.
set.
What are we doing?
All right, 5 with 3 piercing.
5 with 3 piercing. Okay, so you do 5 damage.
Yes.
It's a pretty good smack.
All right. Well, I guess
Okay.
since I'm next to him, I can. I'll
do
just,
it.
I
You're
just
gonna run
go.
in. All right, you have +1 to this roll as long as you charge in as well.
Woo. Okay. And I will be using aggressive tactics.
What a surprise.
I know. So,
Wow.
Ow. Ow.
Are you attacking the same one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
That is an 11 plus 1 piercing.
Okay. You destroy the first Templar.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
All right. Well, Oswald's behind me. He came in, projected force. Let's say we knocked the guy down, and super unepic. But I feel like I just run in and stab him in the throat while he's down on the ground.
You just do this.
yeah.
That's fine.
That's fine. It
just-
still killed him.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like Oswald did the hard part.
Quick question from the end of last time. At level 6, we gain a stat, right?
Correct.
And what's the threshold for +3?
18.
18.
Yep.
Okay, but we just get +1 for the level, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So you'll need 2 bump ups to.
Well, I'll
to do
adjust
that.
dexterity, but it don't do nothing because I realized I did not.
Start failing at a bunch of rolls.
So I'm going to use my domino effect and try to basically sweep their feet with a telekinetic strike
Okay.
to knock them all off balance.
Domino effect. Wow.
Nice. People are rolling well. Now I'm
Yeah,
gonna
this is
have
a
to-
really good start for you guys. Oh, that's great. Okay, so that's so great. Okay, so all 3 of the remaining Templars go prone. At
Yes.
This point. Okay, so Smiley the Ogre drops da bomb.
There we go.
Yes!
That's the way we start things off.
Yeah.
All right, so everybody make a defy danger. I would say wisdom, dexterity, or con. Oh.
Nope.
So that's for
That's a 6.
6. Yeah. All right.
It's all right.
Okay.
I'm fine. I have so many
Dexterity.
hit points right now. It's all right.
As I feel it drop, I'm like, oh no! But I easily make
Get out
it.
of the way.
Darrel, the bomb was
And
dropped.
I'm going to be where the
Roll
explosion
defy
is not.
danger.
7.
Okay.
So what I like to imagine happens is I get down and like set my boots up because I'm like, oh, I'm finally gonna use my boots. It's gonna be great. And as I'm doing that, it's just like one of my bombs just like dunk dunk dunk. And I'm just like, oh fuck!
I failed.
I feel like it's kind of funny that Oswald and I are the ones that got hit, so it must have rolled our direction.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so also, Zanar Faith has committed troops to the party. So
Yes.
Yes.
Thank
Thank you, Zanar.
Hey,
unless Zanar has any other specific requests, for now, 5 troops swarm in to help you guys.
Nice.
Yes.
can I
Thank you.
can I for flavor, even though it'll use up my explosive boots for the moment, can I say that that's how I avoided the danger? Like I was setting off the explosive boots, the bomb fell
Exactly.
out, and then I was like, "Oh shit!" Hit the button and just launched into the air, so I get out of the like 25 foot range.
Oswald and I just watch you leap away, and
Yeah.
we're like, ooh.
Uh-oh.
Imagine like I just like fly up and like an explosion is like chasing me, and I'm like, "Oh!"
We just watch you going, that can't be good.
Okay.
It's a pretty good way to avoid your explosion, though, Gideon. I like
Yeah,
it.
I mean, you've got these new boots. Why not use them?
Right?
You know, that's a good way. Zanar Faith heals Gideon for 1 hit point.
Oh, thank you. Although everyone else might need a little bit more than me very soon.
Yeah, this is about to be rough.
Although thank you, Zanar. I did. Yeah,
Okay,
use
so
it. It was
your bombs do 2d10 damage.
they do.
So Darrel,
Are we starting at full hit points at the beginning?
You're starting at full hit points.
Alright.
Yeah, you're rested. Not really, but you've got a little bit of healing before you
All right.
before you ran.
Doesn't
in.
make a huge difference, but
So 2d10.
It does for me.
Well,
does a little
So
bit.
yeah, you're gonna. Whoop.
Should I roll them and see what?
Well, because it's gonna be
Different for-
Okay, you know what? Yes, but have one of those 2d10s markedly different from the other?
They're both.
Okay,
Yeah, pick one.
you're gonna take the red,
Okay.
and you guys are both gonna take both d10s.
All right.
So 10
Okay,
damage.
cool.
6 and 6.
Okay.
All right.
So
That's
12,
12
6.
damage. Sorry, guys.
Ignoring armor.
Fine.
Man.
Right, ignoring armor. Yeah.
It
Ignoring
actually
armor.
doesn't ignore my
Some
armor.
of us don't have armor.
Yeah. I get extra armor.
Yeah, you would get
for
extra armor
explosions.
against it.
Luckily, some of us rolled well on our Defy Danger checks.
Some of us don't have explosive boots.
Yeah.
You guys have
Also
got to be
true.
so sick of things just exploding around me.
I feel like
We're
it's
used
just like
to it
we're
at this
so
point.
used to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Tenna's
usually-
picking up weird things to
Yeah.
smash things with, and Gideon or Osvald's weirded out about magic. Gideon's blowing shit
It's
up.
actually, it weirds
Pithka's
out
trying to
enemies
predict
how
the
calm we
future.
are about being caught in explosions at this
Right.
point.
That's really what freaks them out. Is they're like, okay, I mean, these explosions are scary, but like, they're not
Your
reacting
own
to them.
teammate almost blew you up.
I just
like,
wonder how much
like,
hearing
oh, that-
damage we all have at this
Yeah.
point.
Right. We all have tinnitus so bad.
Oh yeah, it's just a constant ringing
A
whenever
buzzing.
anybody is talking. Yeah.
But we all feel like that's just sort of our telekinetic connection to each
Yeah,
other
it
at
must
this
be.
point.
Yeah.
It must be.
It's our group song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm bloodied.
Uh-oh. Wow.
Okay, so yes.
I'm at
Space
exactly
Colonizer.
50, so I said I'm at exactly 50%
That is
of hit points.
very
So does that
generous.
count as bloodied, or do I have
Space-
one more to go?
Okay, thank you, Space Colonizer, for giving one reroll to Kelsey,
Hey.
1 for Scott,
Hey.
1 for Jordan.
Oh.
No, and he also gave 1 for Dave.
Oh, okay.
And most importantly, this is new. 2 rerolls for me.
Oh!
Yeah.
Can you force us to use rerolls?
Yes, absolutely.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah, so I will wait until these are most crucial to have you reroll.
Well, we're going to have another Pithka last breath moment where he rolls a 12.
Nope,
Nope,
you're
you're going to be like,
You're dead.
try it again.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, thank you so much for that, Space Colonizer. Gideon still has not gone though. That was just a forced debomb.
Oh, right.
So
Right.
now that you're actually kind of at the apex of your boot jump up in the air.
Can I aim at one of them and come down and hit them with my explosive?
Yeah, you can do a little Iron Man action where you can use your boots to power yourself into them.
Yeah. Well, actually, I guess I just use them as a defy danger thing. But normally, if I get 10 plus on boots, I get to take +1 forward. But I'll just use it as a normal attack this time.
Sure.
Okay. 7, 8, 9. So pretty good.
I'll give you +1 forward.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did it.
You guys are gonna need it today.
Yep. Sounds
We do
like
have
it.
to last till the finale.
Because keep in mind, just you guys have not yet fought a Sorcerer King. It is going to be trouble today
Oh,
for you guys.
I have a feeling like I don't think any of us have abilities that will.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so we'll see how that goes. But yeah. So roll your fist damage.
Okay, so it's 1d8 for my attack and then 1d6 for the explosives. And that is 8 damage. Not
Nice.
bad.
Really good damage. Okay. So yeah. So unfortunately, all 3 of the Templars, though. Oh, you know what? They also are going to take damage from Debomb.
I was about to ask about that. Yeah.
Thanks, Chad.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Should
Yeah, I
you-
didn't think about that. Okay,
Womp
so
womp.
actually, so what I meant to say. Whoa, that's not what I meant to do. What I meant to say
They're
was
all dead.
no.
They all-
We killed them all.
They're all dead.
Two of them are still alive, but not in good shape. Like in real bad shape. And then so there were all 3 remaining. You came down and just punched one, demolishing it. Like it did the Cronenberg head explode. What happened?
What I like to imagine is that the bomb went off and they're like, I'm still like, ah.
Midair.
And they're like, oh, we survived. And then I come in and say, boom.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, fuck, Jim.
I really want want you to be using like your terminal velocity on your way down from your fall to
Yeah,
like add
exactly.
to the punch.
As you, like, one of them is just, like, up on one knee getting up, and you just punch him in the side of the head. Just, boom.
Does he leave a small crater?
Explodes. Small crater.
Itty bitty crater.
Yeah, it's like this.
Perfect.
But yeah, and that was...
And I 3-point land after.
Yes.
That was Gideon. This has been by far the best first round you guys have ever had.
Yeah, no,
right.
we have never
What's
rolled this
happening?
well.
Yeah. In fact, like, the remaining two are still prone, like, starting to stand up, and have not done a single thing yet. So,
They just showed up to this fight to die.
yeah, apparently. Jeez. All right, so you guys, y'all are up.
I want to. The second that one gets on his feet, that's when I want to hit him with the jack horse.
Okay, yeah.
That's gonna be a 10.
Okay.
Yep.
Come on. Yeah.
Oh, there you
7
go.
with 3 piercing.
Okay. Knocked out another one. There's only one remaining.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna shoot a telekinetic strike at the one remaining. That's gonna be a 10.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage. No. Okay. So that's that. That was a very quick and easy combat.
We for like one moment work like a well-oiled machine. With only one explosion almost killing us.
Yeah.
That's the least explosions we've had in a combat.
Yeah.
Everything will be downhill
But
from
also
here, guys.
maybe the most damage that you've taken from one hit.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was
Big explosion.
That was a big
30
explosion.
damage.
I easily did more damage to us than the enemies.
Yeah.
Zenar Faith heals Tenna, Osvald, and Pithka 1 hit point each.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Zenar.
Not bloodied anymore.
Me neither.
I actually completely, like 100% believe that my character has done more damage to himself than the combined of all
easily.
enemies I fight.
I think that
Easily.
has to be true. That has to be true.
How you're still alive.
Yeah, it boggles the mind. Where did my second reroll go?
Oh, I don't
You
know.
used
Oh,
it.
yeah, you used it. Remember?
Weird.
We remember you
That's
used
Yeah.
it.
gone.
I'm the DM. I can just grab another one.
Ugh.
You're the DM. You can roll a 1 and be like, that's the roll I wanted.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, good job on that combat, y'all. I did not realize I like this one better because I have OCD and I want them to match.
I was like, you're gonna pick 2 different shapes?
Yeah, no.
Are you crazy?
Yeah, I cannot. I was like looking at it and it was physically upsetting. Okay, so okay, so yeah, they're clearly Templars. They have the insignias of Bezbekar, and they are now completely demolished and destroyed. Why
Are we
they're
still
here,
dressed as Lollipoi Templars?
You still have the uniforms as long as you want to have them on.
Oh yeah.
I don't think we changed.
No, you didn't.
I checked their bodies for documents or something.
I mean, you see papers with writing on them.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I can't. Oh, yeah,
But
so I'm
here's
going
the
to
thing.
give them to you.
You do know that the papers don't have your name or address on them.
Okay.
Because none of it matches those two things which you know how to write.
Read.
Okay, I take those papers and give them a quick glance over.
They are clearly on orders to, there are 2 reasons for them being here. One, they are here to stop Lollipoi and to stop whatever she's doing.
Maybe we should have worked with them.
It is very clear as you read through this that Bezbekar is worried about the type of power that she's trying to wield. And yeah, he's worried about that. And there's talk about other sorcerer kings being that are worried about this as well. It also
Man, if all the sorcerer kings hated, I'm almost like, well, maybe it's good then.
I love your logic. I mean, yeah, it's kind of good logic. And then there's like clearly one paper that's just kind of separate that all of the Templars had on them. So that what you found was directions that like the leader of the 4, like the commander of the 4, had on him. But then the other Templars all have just one sheet of paper with like a rough sketch of Pithka and just also the name.
What?
Oh yeah.
Well,
because it's
friends,
yeah.
viewers, Pithka, I hold the picture up in front of him and realize what an idiot I'm being.
What's this?
Yeah.
Well, if you could see, these are pictures of you. So, looks like Bezbakair sent out a bit of a squad to find you.
I had assumed he would come back one day. He, you know.
Well, I guess we'll just stay on alert and continue to kill anybody.
I
who
won't
we
let them
encounter.
take you, Pithka.
I appreciate that, Oswald.
Dom, I've got that. I'm making a note to include it a little bit later on.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's what you see in this room. Pretty much just furs and hides and stuff like that. You know, from your divination before, you actually have this strange sensation of. You almost have blueprints laid out in your head of the proper way to go through the palace, the quickest way to get up to the top where the Sorcerer King is at, where the Oba is at. So you guys start heading in, just straight forward, and you notice you see a side door, and you're like, no, this is the way to go. So you kind of correct your party, and you guys go off to the side, wind through some hallways, go up a set of stairs, and you find yourselves in what is very clearly a ritual chamber made for sacrifices. You see a stone slab that just has old blood, crusted blood all over it. It looks like they've cleaned up the viscera, but they haven't cleaned up the blood.
Blood's hard to get out.
Hey, I was on one of these
It
once.
smells like blood in here.
There's a lot of blood.
Yeah. In the corner, you see everything. Everything in here looks like not only was it was killed gruesomely and brutal. You see a dead albino owlbear. You see a dead displacer beast, a dead flump, and
Dead flump.
But there's
not a grump, not a grump, but a flump.
Is Grumpf just a grumpy flump?
Yeah, it's an evil. Well, you can tell because the one that we have has a goatee.
Oh.
Because flumps are good aligned, but courtesy of D20 Monkey, this one has a goatee, meaning it is not
It is
good.
from the mirror universe, where
Right.
Yeah.
Can I spout lore that that normally torture rooms and ritual rooms like this have a potion room connected to them so it can keep the victims alive longer?
All right. Yeah.
Please, 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 please. What am I adding
That's
to
a
this?
minus
Intelligence?
Intelligence.
No, I have a 0, but I still failed.
So you
What potion?
You brought it up to a 0, huh?
Yep,
Oh, good job.
I did. The last level.
Yep.
I brought it up to 0.
Gotten a lot smarter. Okay, so yeah, so you spout lore saying that that's the case.
And I'll start looking for it.
There are no closets or doors.
Just
It
every
must
wall.
be a hidden panel.
There's toolboxes with horrible torture tools,
Oh,
but no
yeah.
potions. You do actually. Interesting though, you're not entirely wrong about the need for magical healing to keep these things alive
Until they need to be
until
dead.
they need to be dead. And you actually see there's a stone bowl or it looks like a column, and then it just has a bowl at the top, and inside the bowl are just a bunch of dark. They're just imagine baseball-sized bobas. But they're black and smoky, and you see all sorts of runes written around this that refer to the death god Kiganis. And if you eat one of these gelatinous boba things, then it will actually heal you.
Do I know this? Is there
Oh,
any...
yeah, it's.
Oh, I just know it?
Well, I mean, you can tell it has that overwhelming sense of magic coming out of it, and it's healing, but it's definitely dark healing.
I can't do it.
Thank you, Kiganis, for donating 20 hit points to the party, which can be used however the party wants.
Yay!
So,
Can we save them?
yeah, you can save them. Yeah.
All right, let's hold on to
Yeah.
that for the next time some asshole drops the bomb.
Yeah. So you have
Unless
20.
people really need it right now.
Oh well, yeah. I mean,
I-
if people really need it.
I
then-
do need it.
Yeah,
but
let's-
also it's magic. It's like
Oh, it's very clearly magic.
I have to save this for when there's no other choice. Yeah. If I'm gonna die, it's the only way I'll eat this.
Okay.
Because it's magic.
The evil boba.
The evil
It's
boba.
magic. Well, I don't know though. Sometimes magic can be good.
You're right, man. But hey, look, if it's between using magic and you dying, I'd go for using magic.
Yeah, and I'm good.
Yeah.
I
and it's,
try to
it's
be
about
good.
it's about who's using it
Yeah.
and if they're good or not.
And
I'm
their
gonna use-
intentions
Yeah.
behind using it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have good intentions, then whatever
Then
you
the
do
magic
is okay.
is good.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know where that voice came from.
Well, I'm gonna.
That was one of your like visions. From
Yeah, totally. Magic can be good. I grab it and I eat it.
Okay, you can heal a little bit if you want to.
Okay.
You have 20 hit points that you can
Can I
share.
take-
Divide amongst.
Yeah,
What
you
are
can
you
divide
down?
amongst the party.
I'm down 9. Can I take 7?
Yeah, take 7.
All right, so there's 13 remaining.
I'm down 12.
Take another hunk.
I'm only down 6.
I'll just take
so-
5.
I'm down 2,
Okay,
so
so
I'll
there's-
stay where I am.
Okay, so there's 8 remaining. You're down how much?
I'm down 6, so if you want 2 more, I can be at full.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So you guys can
Everybody just,
these
like-
dark globules of magical energy.
I imagine all 3 of you just being like, I'm just like, the fuck is wrong with these people?
We just walk in, see a mystery bowl with a bunch of gross, disgusting black goo balls, and we're like, I don't feel so good. Maybe this blob will make me feel
Well, while y'all are eating it, I'm explaining to myself how this is
Rationalizing
good. Yeah,
it.
and then I get in there.
This is good magic. Oh, good magic, I mean.
I'm a good person. This is okay.
I'm just like,
That's me whenever I stress eat, by the way.
I deserve it.
It won't always be this way.
Don't judge me. You don't know what I'm going through.
It's too real.
Yeah.
Monday, I'm starting a diet.
Oh my god, that's every Monday of my life.
Oh, very real.
Oh, every Monday of my life.
And then it's like, well, this was a stressful Monday.
Yeah. I can't tell you how often I eat something where I'm like, I deserve this.
I've worked hard for
The
this.
problem is when it gets to that point where like it's any justification. Like it's like, oh man, today's been really hard. I deserve this. And then it's like, I did a really good job today. I deserve
This is one
or
of
it's
my
like,
favorite things.
Sometimes you just have to treat yourself for no reason.
For no reason. I think one of my favorite things, I'm pretty sure it was Tina Fey that said it, was like after she won some award, like a big time award, she was like, I didn't even care about the award. I just was like, what am I going to get as a treat to congratulate myself? It's like, yep.
Yeah, so you're going to get yourself a dark magic globule treat, is what you're going to get.
You guys are just chowing down.
That fight was really good. We deserve
We
it.
deserve these blobs.
You see these very strange dead animals in here. The albino owlbear, displacer beast, flump, and dark mantle. The dark mantle
It's an
looks,
albino?
It's an albino. And the dark mantle looks almost like a squid, but it's not wet at all. Weird looking animal. You look at it and you're like, that looks kind of like a stalagmite that you would see in a cave, and they're like, oh no, that's an animal.
So all of these were just like, the fuck are all these dead things?
Yeah. You would have never seen any of these before. They look really weird.
We don't see any like dead codals. Maybe they solved our terrible, otherworldly horror that I
Yeah.
released into the world problem.
Yeah, you don't see a quaddle.
Quaddle.
I don't know how you say it actually. That's one of those words.
Does it come from like Quetzalcoatl? Like
That's
that
exactly
same
where
thing?
it comes from. Yeah, I'm not that
Cotil?
confident, but we're gonna call it a quaddle. So, but it's not here, so it doesn't matter. But that's
Spa
what
Lord's pronounced coat hanger. Not gonna be
so that's what you see. That's what you
That
see
Coke
in
bottle,
this,
you guys released that, right?
the Coke bottle. So yeah, there's really not much else in the room. As you kind of go wandering down the hallways outside of this, the next room that you come across.
Oh wait, before we leave this
Sure.
room, are there any parts from these animals that I could collect and shove onto my shield?
Yeah, for sure.
Some sort of
Just-
talons or teeth or...
well, owlbears.
You didn't kill these, though.
Owlbears definitely have.
No, but, you
Owlbears
know,
have claws.
Be resourceful, right?
Displacer
beaks.
claws and beaks. Displacer beasts have weird tentacles that have like spikes on the end of the tentacles, I believe. So you could maybe
Factual.
cut off, one of those like weird things on the end of the displacer
Is it
beast
possible
tentacle.
to try to make one of those into a whip?
See,
It
I
is
always
possible.
imagine.
I'm gonna. I have this idea, and I'm gonna take one with that goal in mind.
Yes, you
I'm gonna have a
grab it.
cool new weapon.
Yeah, you
I always
grab a
imagine
displacer
displacer
beast
beast
tentacle.
tentacles being a little like jellyfish tentacles, where like if you touch one even a little bit, you're like ah.
Yeah,
Ah!
that's for sure how that works.
That does suck too, because you just have to wait. You just have to
Yeah,
wait it out.
Yeah, the only thing is time.
It just
All right, well, I'll take
Pee on
the
it.
owlbear claws and I'll put them on like the top of my shield, so that if I my knee bash,
Yeah,
there's
yeah, you have-
there's some razor coming at you.
Yeah, owlbears have razor sharp claws.
Perfect.
That is just everybody knows that.
I'll take these, please. I love how much
Okay.
you just hated that.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, they're very
That's it, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
we can be done.
Just checking. So you, you go back to your kind of your internal psionic blueprint that you've basically obtained for this place, and skip around a couple of rooms that you know are either going to waste your time or are likely to contain. There's like barracks where you're like, well, we should not go through the barracks at this place because there are probably tons of Templars there. So you kind of avoid that so that you don't get caught up by them. And you find yourself in an interior, what looks like a grove or like a small garden. It's not a huge room. It's maybe 50 by 50, but decent size. And there's just a dirt path that goes through it to a door on the other side. And you see like a nice little pond in the middle. But you also see two like centaurs, but they have a lot of very clearly fey features to them. They look. First of all, their skin is completely green. They have like you can't tell if it's like clothing or like if it's an adornment or if they actually have like leaves and stuff growing out of their hair. And they're both carrying spears. And as soon as they see you, they start galloping towards you, clearly aggressive. So you have two elven, fey-looking centaurs that are attacking you.
Charge.
Yes.
And anyone that follows me gets +1.
Wait, can I throw
Yeah.
can I roll a grenade at them first?
Yeah.
We can see if we can disable them before we.
Yeah, charge. Wait.
Charge in a minute.
Okay, so I'm
Get
just
ready to charge.
I'm just gonna kind of like underhanded roll a concussion grenade. Try and get right.
I think Osvald needs to be the first one if
Oh.
he's going to take advantage of, because he has to lead the party into the.
Let's
so-
fucking
No.
do it then.
Yeah.
I mean,
We can run behind them. Let's run past them, try to do damage,
So,
and then the bomb will.
tactically,
You know what I'm saying?
Tactically, it's okay if you go first, but I don't think
You can use charge.
If somebody else goes before you and starts the combat, I don't think you're really.
I mean,
leading
that's
the charge
fine
with the
if
fray.
you want to.
Well,
But also, if we're able to do that,
Yeah,
that's
like
kind
if
of awesome.
we run forward
guys-
using his charge, we could both try to get like a glancing attack and get behind
Run
them,
past them.
and then you throw your concussive, and they would be in the middle of us.
Yeah, let's run the fuck in.
Let's
do it.
I didn't know that's how it works, so let's go with
Let's
it.
do that. Here we go. Projecting force like 5 feet away.
Strategery.
Yep.
That's going to be a 10.
All right, re-roll that.
No.
No.
That's going to be a 11.
Hey, Shawn!
Fine.
Shawn saves the day.
Yes. All right, here we go.
We love Shawn.
4 with 3 piercing.
Okay, that was a good roll too, unfortunately.
Do you want a grenade first, or do you want me to attack?
Go ahead. You have to attack with the
With
charge
the plus
thing, right?
one, yeah. I will attack the other one, so
other
the one that he did not hit.
So wait, if we charge
an
in, we get a
8?
+1 forward.
+1 forward.
Yeah.
All right.
Those.
I'm not even gonna do a grenade then. I'll just.
Okay.
charge in.
What was the total?
8.
8. Okay, so as you go running in, are you attacking with your weapon, your shield, your hands?
I'm going to, yeah, I'll use my sword.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll your
Sword.
damage.
My sword. 7 + 1 piercing.
D12.
Okay.
Oh wait, since I'm always using my aggressive tactics.
When you roll a.
Oh, that's only a 10 plus.
Oh,
so
and
never
also
mind.
add a D4 to that. Or no, you didn't attack the same one. Never mind.
Oh,
Yeah, different one.
Oh,
yeah,
didn't
the other
know.
one
I
is
forgot about that, but I'll
experiencing-
remember that.
All right,
the
next
other one
time.
is experiencing additional empathic pain.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so you come in with an attack, and it's a pretty good attack. But the Fae, she actually uses her spear to like knock it off course just a little bit. So it still hits her right in the shoulder, but she's able to parry it a little bit to reduce the damage, and then just comes in and slashes you with this. It's actually more of a halberd. It's got like a slashing edge on it.
You see what they have? Their weapons?
They have halberds?
What?
I mean,
Wow.
it's really, it's like, it's probably more of like, what do they call it? A daikishi?
I don't think we know the difference.
Anyway,
Yeah.
okay, so it's basically
What
like
is
a
that?
spear, but with a slashing edge on it.
Oh God!
Oh,
You know what
okay.
this means? Halberds can be used for good or evil.
Oh, well, it's good that I'm good though, so it's okay I have this.
So glad you're good.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I'm good. I'm good.
so sorry.
Yeah.
So you take a D10 damage.
Okay. I don't have a D10. Do you have a D10? Thank you.
But roll bad with it. No,
You
not
do get to
that.
apply your armor.
Okay, so that's a 4 damage.
Okay. And Gideon or Pithka?
Well, I'm going to take a beat and reflect on the interconnectedness of all things,
Ah.
just so that I can understand where this combat's going to go.
Get your focus going.
You're just like, why do we
Get your
fight?
focus on.
Why do we fight?
War, huh? What is it good for?
I
And then
mean,
you're like, it's good to stop Sorcerer King's right.
I think the song isn't quite as catchy if it's
there's like a
war, what is it
clear
good
and
for, then
obvious
it's-
reason for
and then
war.
it's like, well, it's complex. Sometimes it actually does make sense. Then that's not as catchy of a verse, I think.
Yeah.
It ended the Holocaust.
Yeah,
Sometimes
the-
it's okay.
it's like the bridge is all that in the song. Well,
That's actually that's not a bad sketch.
That's pretty, that is pretty funny.
You're right.
Gideon, you gonna run up and stabby?
I'm gonna do the punchy McBlow up.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's true. We
punchy
just still got-
McBlow up.
Punchy McBlow
are
up.
you attacking the one I attack?
I am.
Yay.
I'll leap in
Cool.
after Osvald. 5, 6, 7, and that's 8, 9.
Does he get a
10?
plus
Do I get a
one if
forward
he-
for-
You
Gets
get
a
plus 1 forward for running
and he gets
into
plus
melee.
1. Yeah.
Boom! Okay, I ran into
Boom.
melee, hit him with my explosive gloves, and got
You
a
get
10.
this D4 to add the damage.
Oh, that damage.
This is going to be a high damage little attack right here.
Panda,
Or I'll roll all once.
Pandadin, thank you for healing Tenna 1 hit point.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Panda.
Okay, 3 dice damage. Not the best roll. 1,
I'm
2,
pretty happy with
3,
that.
4, 5, 6.
Yep.
Not a bad roll either.
6 damage on 3 die. Pretty happy with that. Yeah, so that definitely doesn't kill this face.
Christ, these are amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just love corn. Anything made out of corn I'm good with that.
You'd be a good
These are-
politician.
Yeah, it's true. I'd be a great politician. Hey, we should use more ethanol. It's good for the environment. Somehow.
Maybe.
Not really.
Corn subsidies.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of subsidizing corn. I love it, guys. Let's spend more money on that.
What about
also,
milk?
We should also spend a lot more money on really obsolete weapon systems. So I'd be the best politician.
Get on that.
Yeah. I think you took your turn, so we're back up to the top. So actually, one of the less injured Fae, the one that you're fighting, actually sheathes her spear and then uses both of her hands to cast a spell, and butterflies from all around just come swarming in at you.
Do we know what these
actually,
are?
all three.
This is the most beautiful, terrifying moment of my life!
And these butterflies just come flying in.
And we're just like, ah.
It's, yeah, for a moment it's really pretty and there's like colors and everything, but somehow it's clearly magically infused because the butterflies start flapping around and just slicing your skin with their wings. So,
I thought for sure they were going to have acid damage.
yeah, you would think, but these are cutty butterflies.
We go,
Cutterflies.
we all saw that one coming.
So all three of you need to make me a defy danger. I'm going to say Dex or Wisdom.
Cool.
Oh,
I'll be
yeah.
failing both of those.
Wisdom. That's a 9. Or no, is it? Yeah, it's a 9.
Dex. That's 6. Damn.
Mark XP.
Well, I'll be using Dex since my wisdom is -1.
Oh, I didn't mark XP for mine.
Oh! Look at me with my dexterous
So
little self.
fail, and you got a 7 or 9?
I got 9, yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, so you are going to roll 2d6, take the higher of the two results.
Okay.
And you are going to take 1d6 total.
2d6. 4.
Okay.
Roll low, roll low, roll low. Okay.
3.
Armor, no armor.
No armor. Damn it.
Okay.
No, these butterflies are like just flying all around your face and non-armored places.
All right, whatever. I could go twice as high as those guys.
Oh, for sure.
I'll have to take a look in a book.
Yeah, I know. I know what you're doing. With the cutterflies. Okay, so who wants to go?
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna attack the one that just did the butterflies. I'm gonna say, Stop the magic!
Stop the magic.
Stop the magic. Here we go.
Stop the magic. Stop.
That's gonna be.
Stop the magic dragon.
Because we don't like it. Stop
So that's gonna
the
be a
magic.
9.
Okay,
Alright,
the
let's
one.
do
So as you're attacking the one casting spells, the one next to her, she actually swings her spear and slices you for a d10 damage.
Okay.
Jerk.
Is there anything I can do to make that not happen?
You can
Can
dodge
I-
away as the spear's coming down, but you won't be able to
I won't be
complete
able
your
to
attack
attack.
on the other one.
I don't think I have an ability to step in and.
Is it D10?
It's a d10. You do get armor against this because it's just a weapon.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. Okay. Here we go. I'm attacking. So I'll do my attack first. It's gonna be a 5 with 3 piercing.
Okay.
And a D10. Roll low, roll low, roll low.
Oh,
Yeah.
There we go.
So it just
There we go.
yeah. So you're able to. So as you're using you're projecting force, right?
Yeah.
So as you project force into the spellcaster, you see the spear coming down, and with your other hand, you actually do a second project force, and you just blast the weapon away, so it doesn't even touch
Nice.
That's awesome. I'm like a Jedi.
you. Yeah. That's the whole thing with Psychic Warrior, man.
Right.
You play a Psychic Warrior to become a Jedi. So Zenar Faith heals Tenna for 1 hit point.
Woohoo!
Hananin heals Gideon for 1 hit point.
Yes.
Hananin heals Osvald for 1 hit point.
Woo!
Yes.
Donovan 745 gives each player 1 reroll.
Oh!
Wow. Yeah.
It's Gonna be a fun game.
And Zanar Faith heals Osvald 1 hit point.
Yes, thank you.
Chat, you guys are killing it today.
You
Yeah.
guys are.
Yeah, very active today. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Donovan, what a great name. That is a great name. I think we can all
Didn't
agree.
you
Like
play-
Minstrel Donovan?
What's that?
Did you
Like
play
the
a
Minstrel
character?
Donovan?
Did you play a character named Donovan?
Yes, I did
Donovan.
play a character named Donovan Belter, but in my defense, that was the best character saving throws ever had. So
That is a definitely impartial, non-biased statement.
Until Osvald showed up.
right, yeah. Well,
Taking the
I-
title.
I've
That's
been
why Shawn wants to kill Oswald.
yeah.
So
Guys,
bad.
let's get rid of Osvald. He's distracting from Donovan Belter's legacy. If you guys are bored, you should go back and watch old Barky's Brigade episodes when I was on that show because that was so much fun.
Was he the druid?
No, that was Storm Blossom. Donovan
Because-
Belter was my paladin who is just so similar to Jordan's character. Like, basically was
Nice.
just always looking for some excuse to be like, fuck the man. It was a lot of fun.
Because I'm going to be honest, not only is Storm Blossom one of the most amazing names ever,
It is.
but he was the most logical character ever.
Storm Blossom to me had an internal set of logic that to Storm Blossom made sense. I think there's a reason why they never let me play that character again. I can't tell you how many times I was like, or maybe I could play Storm Blossom, and Dom would be like, we'll talk about that. Let's talk about that some other time. Not today or next week, but maybe some other time.
I have it on my schedule.
Oh, great. Yeah, and so we put a pin in it.
Yeah.
We put a
It's
pin.
penciled in for 2014.
Yeah.
When do we go around?
Right. Then we'll get to
There'll
it.
be a new calendar system at some point.
Yeah.
When Trump is president,
Yeah.
everything will work out.
Yeah.
Go
So
back time.
Let's just stop questioning it.
The year 1 AT after Trump.
also known as 2021. Yeah, we're not rid of him. He's coming back, you guys. Any good horror movie villain is going to come back. So we'll see him again in 4 years. So yeah, thanks for all the donations today, guys. You guys
Awesome.
are really helping us
So
out.
awesome.
And the party really needs it because they're about to attempt to kill a sorcerer king. There's only
You want it?
the only precedent for that is the other 24-hour stream, or the other. The 24-hour stream in season 1 when they actually, which basically spawned Yenin.
Yeah, and the Free
that's
City of
where
Tyr.
in the legendary Free City of Tyr, yeah.
Sorry, it's not a legendary.
Everybody calls it legendary in the city. Everybody's like legendary Free City of Tyr. Like if they're in a hurry, they'll be like legendary. They'll say it quick, but they never.
Legendary
They're not
Free
just
City.
like, I live in Tyr. They're like, legendary Free City of
It's
Tyr.
like if
Yeah,
they
legendary Free City of Tyr.
if they had
Legendary Free City
a
of Tyr.
sports team, it'd be the legendary Free City of Tyr to Legends.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Yes. They're absolutely called the legends.
the Legends.
Okay, so both of the Fae are still up, but they're in
Would be the
pretty
Yenins.
tough shape
The
after that hit. So any of the three
Their
of you can
mascot's
go.
a guy in a Yenin costume.
I'm going to go ahead and strike the most damaged one with a telekinetic strike.
Okay.
So that's going to be a 10.
All right, saving my reroll because I know there's going to be a more crucial time for it.
Ooh.
See, y'all don't realize the how powerful Scott's character really is. Oh, there's my other reroll. Y'all don't realize how powerful Scott's character is because all his damage ignores armor.
Oh.
So when he rolls high, it's a decent chunk of damage, and that does actually take out the second Fae, which is the one that was casting spells. The other one was focusing more on weapons.
Yes.
So we still have Tenna and Gideon remaining this round.
All right. Well, since I'm right next to them still, I'm going to try to, I don't know, slash the underbelly of this other guy. Oh, no. Oh, no.
You already got a 6 on the table.
Yeah.
What is with us today? This is not good.
What happened?
No, it's terrible. I agree.
This like bodes very badly for how things are going to go.
Oh, no.
All right.
Is nobody else like nervous about us rolling well consistently for
This
a
is
while?
why
I know. We're going to use
We
it all
have
up in the
momentum.
beginning.
Motivated to do.
You could look at it as us having momentum, and we're going to keep this momentum going.
All right, well, I'm here to break the streak.
You can stop. Tenna comes in and just wrecks the remaining centaur. Well, you're already standing next to to the other centaur. So it's like at this point she's not very well defended because her spear has been like knocked aside by Oswald's blast. So it's just wide open shot, and you just come in and finish her off very, very quickly and easily, and very cleanly.
See that opportunity.
Oh. All right.
The window.
Oh,
the window
let me put the
opened.
pen back in this grenade.
Yep.
You can do that. You still.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
just,
you just got to be real careful. In fact, I would say most of his grenades are probably grenades that have had the pins put back into them.
He's like, so, you looking to buy some? Just in case.
Yep.
You think about cheating in cards?
You really sure that's what you got in your hand?
Yeah. So looking around in this grove, this is clearly a. So there's like this dirt path that goes up and then kind of around the little pond and then goes through another door towards a set of spiral stairs. But this is clearly not this is not a highly visited area of the palace. There's not a lot of foot traffic here. You think there very clearly only one person is visiting this area. Probably the Oba herself. You do feel that this grove or garden that's been created is very powerful. You can feel it even though it's magic and not the way. You can just sense the power of this room. Great druidic magic here. It's the best druidic magic. You're sick of how much druidic magic is here. It's tremendous. We're gonna have the greatest druidic magic.
And this is just where is the hallway?
Just I mean, it's a 50 by 50 room full of plants, and it's a garden basically. There's a pond in the middle, and then there's a door on the other side with a spiral staircase that you're pretty sure goes up to the top floor of the palace.
Can I Can I spend a focus to discern realities and see if there's a way to interrupt the flow of magic that might be powering the Oba through this grove?
Yeah, you think that's maybe possible. That's interesting. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, that's not a good start.
Not rolling well.
Well,
All right.
So
that's a 9.
You still have that +1, right? For getting through faster?
I think
Dude.
I don't
You
think you
have
can
your
apply that to
hair.
this.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, because this is actually taking time
Okay.
away from moving quicker too.
Well, we do have that for later.
Right.
You do still have that +1 for later. So yeah, you can tell that this garden, you can feel the energy of this garden going up towards her. This is clearly a font of power for her.
We burn it.
It's a font of power for her. You don't know if burning it is the answer, but I am pretty sure one of the four of you thinks it is.
It's amazing how often destroying something makes it less useful.
One of us thinks burning things is always the answer.
It's true.
Not burning things, blowing things up.
They're
Yeah.
very,
Involves
they're very
explosion,
close.
which
Often
fire.
Don't
things burn.
simplify Gideon's motivation.
Yeah. And I'm right a whole lot of the time.
Okay, so there's just random plants and stuff other than just the staircase?
Yeah, just plants, and then there's the little. It's like
more
a little
fucking
fish
corn
pond in the middle, but there's no fish in it.
Yep.
'cause
Put those somewhere else.
fish. Yeah, but that's all you see.
Your problem now, Darrel.
And the staircase leading up.
Your problem.
Could I get a Coke?
Yeah.
Regular?
Sure. What is there a Diet Coke?
There's a 0.
I'll take that.
Less calories.
Okay. Oh God. All right, I'll read this in its full because it's silly. Donovan sends in a buff bad guys, Thank you so much, Donovan.
Nice.
Also, can I get someone to hug the GM too, since I can't hug his cute face?
You guys, we all have to get up and
Yep.
do it.
All right.
Let me just.
This is gonna make Shawn so uncomfortable.
He's our best buddy.
Thanks, guys.
Welcome.
Listen. To be clear,
That was
I
a
don't-
good group hug.
To be clear, I don't have a problem with people hugging other people. I don't have a problem. with
Hugging itself is not the issue.
that. No. I don't have a problem with the concept of hugging. I've read studies that say that human contact is important.
Supposedly it's necessary for us to thrive as, I don't know, an animal or something.
Okay. Oh, holy shit. Okay, so.
Oh, holy shit.
Okay, so separate from that. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, that's an amazing idea, and that's definitely what we're going to do. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, of course we can do that. Oh, that's a great idea. Yes.
Yeah. So yes, and
Yes.
Yes, and. Okay, so you guys actually.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's such a good idea. I cannot believe I didn't think of this. Kiganis, you're smarter than I am. Okay, so you guys actually, as you're pondering the power, like what this is all about, you actually see the plants all around you start to shrivel and die and turn into dust.
Whoa.
It looks just like they've been used for defiling, and just the
Oh,
entire
no.
place.
Bad magic.
I
Gets
think
destroyed
that
and
I think that I'm on the
defiled.
right track with thinking that the reason to make all this like stuff is like defiler batteries. Like I think there's a lot of
That's a scary
potential
thought.
behind this.
Yeah, scary
Yeah.
thought.
Okay, so yeah, so the room turns into just dust, dirt and dust, as this great font of power is disintegrated, very clearly by defiling magic.
We should have burned it.
I'm always saying that.
You just gotta kill the environment to save the world.
Sometimes. Otherwise,
So-
they'll use it against us.
So yeah, so you know that because of Pithka, you know that these spiral staircase, this spiral staircase leading up is the quickest way to get to the area that the Sorcerer King is at, casting her spell.
We can't use Pithka's ability to go back in time and burn these before they were used, can we?
No, there's not enough time. That's the thing. Is he can go back like brief amounts. Also, this is one of those situations where there's like a little like eyelash or something dangling off my
hate
glasses
that.
that I can't find. Anyway, so I'll just go glassless for now because I don't really need them.
I think it's a whole hair.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
Oh, because I couldn't even see it. Well, that's the problem. When I
When
take
you
my
take your
glasses
glasses off,
I
you
can't
can't
see
see.
anything.
Here, let me see.
So, but
I think we got it.
also the thing is,
I know, I just wanna see Sean's glasses.
Kiganis, I'll kind of let it out. Kiganis donated for
They
that
work.
to happen, so I'm not going to go back
make
on
me
it
sick.
because you look weird with those. So I'm not going to go back on it because Kiganis donated for it, and I'm like, well, that happened, so we're not going to cancel it. So regardless of Scott's newfound weird time travel ability.
Oh yeah, it totally makes sense.
So anyway.
And counterpoint, you look weird while I'm wearing this.
You know, I for a good year and a half, I really just didn't wear glasses very much. I wore my contacts,
Yeah.
but lately I've just been so lazy that I have not been wearing my contacts.
Well,
Contacts are a lot of work, I feel
I
like.
had laser eye surgery 2 years
Me
ago.
too.
Yeah,
Oh.
so did my girlfriend, yeah.
And it was
The best
great.
thing ever.
Yeah. Is it possible for them? Is there an option to do that where they knock you out completely for it?
They give you a sedative.
Yeah.
I'm so icked out by the eyeball thing. I
I'll
just
tell you,
want to
the
be
worst
unconscious
part.
for
The
it.
worst part was like they have like a laser that's shining in your eye, and it's like, don't look
You
away
have
from
to
the laser.
watch the laser.
You gotta watch
Yeah.
that, and it's hard because your mind is like,
Don't look at
the
this
right way.
laser that's
Oh,
burning
fuck.
my eyeball.
Because I mean, how often do you think about like the fact that you like can't dart your eye off to the side?
It's actually really hard to keep your eye focused in like one pinpoint spot for a really long time.
It was like playing a really hard video game because they kept doing like a countdown of, all right, it's 10,
Because you only have to
9,
do it for like
8, and then I'd be like,
like
I'd be
20
like,
seconds or
"Good,
something."
Fuck, and they'd be like, all right, let's go start again. I'm like,
Mine were like, you're doing great, keep looking. You're like,
and they've already like cut your eye open at this point, so you can't be like, I quit, let's not play.
we're really helping Shawn to jump on
I'm
the
not doing
bandwagon.
it. I'm not doing it.
But then it was like after like a little bit of blurriness, it's like, oh,
Yeah, it's
look
amazing.
at all this.
It's crazy how immediately you can
Look at the
you can
world.
See. Yeah, it's crazy.
So you guys start walking up the spiral staircase
Okay.
towards the top of the palace. As you get up to the top of the stairs, you hear some voices, and Pithka actually grabs you guys and makes you stop, because the voice you hear is very recognizable to you. It's Bezbekar, the Sorcerer King, and you actually hear him just around the corner, and you hear his voice, and you hear several other people. You just hear kind of just ambient noise of several other people, armor clanking, feet shuffling, whatever. So he clearly has more people with him, and you hear him say, "Damn it, it's sealed. There's not enough time to unlock it now, and it's too late. We have to go." And if you just peek around the corner, you can see Bezbekar turn himself and his troops that are with him. They all turn into wisps, and they just go out the side of the wall. And you look, and there's clearly a door that leads out to the top of the palace where the Sorcerer King is at, and it's sealed with magic. And apparently they just got there too late.
All right, well, if he can't open it, I assume that my methods of opening it will be ineffective.
Yeah, you can tell, again, Pithka, you can tell that the magic is fresh. It's like fresh paint. So the issue is you have the ability to go back and take care of it moments before it finished. But the problem is the Sorcerer King is present there.
I have a question. How thick and like solid do the walls around it look?
I mean, it's a castle type situation. I mean, you're really thick walls.
But we don't.
And I would assume that the intent of the magic is to keep people out. So
Correct.
there's not really a way to circumvent that.
Well, I don't know. I find a lot of time when people really focus on a door, they don't always think about the walls
Oh yeah.
to the side of it.
Yeah.
So if I could blow one of those up, because as great as they are, they're just walls.
Yeah.
Are you
Also,
explaining that thought
also-
process out
Yes,
loud?
I am.
And you
All right.
also hear him say, "There's not enough time to unlock it now." So it's not necessarily that he can't unlock it. It's that the
We just gotta
process
get
would take
through.
longer.
Well,
because basically you can at this point you can hear even through this stone door, this like circular portal covered in runes. You can hear through that. The wind has picked up. The weather is getting crazier. The lightning strikes are getting louder, and you can actually you can hear the Oba. Her chants have gotten louder and clearer.
how long would you say that your explosives would be potent for?
What do you mean? I mean, I don't think that they have an expiration date exactly.
I mean, are we talking 20 years, 50 years?
I've never had to keep one around that long. Do I have an idea of?
No idea.
Yeah.
I mean, it's realistic to think that things could last a year or so. Beyond that, maybe.
Well,
I mean, it's.
I would say if they're in a dry environment, which is most of the time, there's no reason that the physical elements behind my bombs should expire exactly. They would able to last, at least a couple years. It's all inert substances. I mean, some of my chemical bombs might like lose potency after a while, but I don't think that my mechanical like black powder ones should.
But if you had a way to remotely detonate them from here, it wouldn't be a problem.
I guess not.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take Gideon back 20 years into the past.
That is an amazing idea.
And we're gonna set up.
We're gonna like build it into the wall.
Yep, we're gonna build it into the wall before they even have a chance to think about it.
Yes.
Nice.
And I would say that is. I don't even need to take the +1 forward on getting to her faster for that.
Okay. So
So we go 20 years into the past, where I'm able to keep him
Oswald and
for
I
an
are just once
hour
again
to
like,
build this setup.
they disappeared
That
again.
you're
Yeah.
going to be able to blow up immediately when we return.
So I'll try and set it up so it's not even on the door. I want to like build this into
Oh yeah,
the
no,
wall
it's in the
next
walls
to it.
around the doors.
And I just want to like build like a very elaborate, like nice bomb. And instead of, I won't have like a remote detonator, I'll set a very small, like high out of the way chip that I can press into, and that'll start a fuse within it. That'll have it go. Which will give us a little bit of time to get the fuck out of the
as it
air-
blows up, yeah.
As it blows up, but also like because I don't know if a remote detonator is a reasonable thing in this
It's
world.
not. It's not possible unless you were using magic.
Right. And I'm not. But yeah,
But-
I'll set up like a thing so that if you,
A long fuse.
yeah, it's a long fuse, and I'll also, it'll be a 2-button sequence. Like you have to press one thing that like primes it, and one thing that like throws a like flint spark at the wick for the whole thing. So just because I don't want it to be something that someone could accidentally do.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's just set to blow the fuck up out of the.
So we go back and set all that up. And to be clear, what happens is that we disappear for a second.
And then pop right back.
And then pop right back, and Gideon just goes and touches 2 places on the wall.
Right.
How are we getting in? What is?
Wait.
Okay, back downstairs.
So yeah, he disappears
I
for
love that, Scott.
less than for
That
less
was
than a
good.
second even. Enough where if you blink, you would miss it, and you just see him touch
And
the
then I
wall.
just come back and like put on the goggles. All right, let's do this.
and then
We
then
just
he
see him
goes-
push buttons, fire in the hole, and all of us are like, oh yeah, we gotta go.
So who knows what that means exactly? He just pushes the wall. You don't see anything
When
on the
Gideon
wall.
yells fire in the hole,
You
we
know,
just
yeah,
run.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, if you guys see me do something like that and run, and I don't say anything, you're like, we should run,
We
right?
should follow Gideon. Let's go right now,
Well,
right
the
now.
weird thing though is Gideon has obviously never been here before, and he just literally walks up to the wall. You don't see anything on the wall. He touches 2 random places on the wall with his finger, and then just runs away. Like, yeah, you follow him because it's Gideon, but that's still a crazy like.
It seems not so crazy pants.
Yeah, to just like, okay, well, I guess that meant something. And it did, in fact, mean something because moments later, you hear a tremendous explosion, and then you hear the sound of the stone door falling, and that is a loud noise. You just hear that crash as it hits the ground, which is actually maybe louder than the explosion.
Awesome. That was great.
So yeah, the door is open.
So I run back up and I scream charge.
Are we gonna charge?
So you go
You don't
charging.
even question it. You're just
Yeah.
like, all right.
Yep.
Yes.
So you go charging through the door, and one thing that you notice as you run out onto this large outer area with the Sorcerer King, Lalali Poi, you actually see not too far off. You actually see several of those wispy forms turn around and start heading back towards the keep, towards the palace. From Bezbekar and Bezbekar's units.
Coming back
troops.
to where we are?
Coming back to where you
Okay.
are, because that is a giant explosion. It's a huge noise.
Well, we lost guys. Wait, what the
Yeah,
actual?
what the actual
the
fuck
actual
just
fuck just happened over there?
I mean, he probably should have just guessed that time travel would happen.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
And then a past explosive would destroy the present.
Right.
yeah.
It's
Been there for 20
seriously
years.
pretty transparent
exactly.
plan.
Very transparent.
Well, the way I think about things is that Sorcerer Kings don't even assume things can be done without magic.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they know that things can be done without magic, but their mentality isn't to be like, let's see if there's a bomb that's been built into this wall.
No, they're like,
they would
well-
never, like, because they just have this, like, all-powerful fix things ability.
Yeah. So, so that's what happens in the moment. We're gonna cut back just for a brief cinematic moment so that you guys can see what's been going on behind the scenes with chat. So the whole time you guys have been fighting your way through the palace, Yenin has been having this kind of sorcerer battle with Lalali Poi, and kind of going back and forth, and they're both getting fatigued and exhausted from this. And then at one moment, at one point, you actually see Yenin drop to a knee, still maintaining focus as best as possible, but drops to a knee, and you see Lalali Poi smirk and realize that it's over. And you see Yenin literally starting to be torn apart by her, just tearing apart his body. You can see cracks forming in his magma body. And Yenin just shakes his head and reaches towards that room with all the plants in it, funnels all the energy in and pushes back against her. You see her.
He was trying not
right
to.
as,
He was trying not to define.
right as she was smiling, you actually saw her features change for a moment as she was finishing the spell, and she started to look like what we know to be a mind flayer. She started to literally look almost like Cthulhu-y for a moment.
So she's been, like, glamoring herself this entire time. She's
Well,
probably not even human.
Well, it's not a glamour. It's actually a transformation. You see her features physically start to change, and Yenin recognizes this, and he sees this, and there's nowhere for that energy to go but to himself. So he pulls that energy into himself, and you see Yenin transform into a mind flayer.
Oh!
Wow.
So now it's like Mind Flayer battle. Are they both Mind Flayers, or
Nope.
did she just almost turn
She
into one?
almost turned into one, and he just
He
stole
stole that
he
from
stole
her.
the power from her.
So is he like he is like a magma mind flayer, right?
No, I mean, yeah, but it's, I mean,
Maybe color.
yeah, a magma mind flayer. Why not? Yeah, you see this mind flayer with like just cracks in the surface that like just where underneath the surface of this purple, gross Cthulhu, mind flayer skin, you see magma like leaking out a little bit. You see fire leaking out. So Yenin looks very different now. The good news is, because of chat saved you guys. You don't have to fight the empowered Mind Flayer version of the Sorcerer King. You only have to fight a regular Sorcerer King, which is still virtually impossible to kill. So chat decided they loved you enough to give you some meager
A chance.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chad.
Thanks, Chad.
And specifically Kiganis decided that.
Well, we do gotta kill Yenin at some point now, right? Because I mean, he's a Mind Flayer.
I mean,
He's evil.
Do we?
Let's one Sorcerer King at a time.
I was hoping
Let's
it was
one
just about to
Sorcerer
be
King.
that when you're
Yeah,
like,
that's
oh,
a
it's
sentence that
torn
makes
apart, I
sense,
was like,
right?
Yen's gonna die, and then he didn't. He got more powerful.
Yeah.
Oh, Yenin.
That's one of those things where it's if at all possible, I don't want to kill characters off. Like including your character. Like it's like it's just better to have you around complaining about how this world is than to have you not there.
Oh.
So
yeah.
the part where you were like, "Oh, that's a great idea," was him taking the
Yeah,
defiling.
Kiganis decided to use that power
That's
to
awesome.
defile. Yeah, which was a really clever idea. I really liked that. Yeah, so that's how awesome our chat is. Now remember, Donovan did still buff the bad guys.
Buff and bad.
But
That's-
less buffed than.
Well, much less buffed. Yeah, no, this is still reasonable for you guys to have a chance. So, you see the Sorcerer King Oba, Lalali Poi, sitting there in front of you. She's calling down lightning bolts all over. She looks over and sees Osvald come running in, screaming charge, and she just laughs at you. What do you do?
I still say, don't laugh at me. I'm the reincarnation of harm. Project force.
All right, so you go running in with your halberd and you project force.
Damn it. No, I
Reroll,
don't.
reroll, reroll.
Reroll.
Yeah, if there was ever a
Reroll.
time for a reroll.
Reroll.
Okay.
Reroll.
Yeah, let me just tell you something. If you roll double ones in this fight, I'm gonna use it again. So
It's like you're just gonna die.
yeah, it's not a good situation to be in.
So that's 10.
All right, there you go.
Worth it.
Roll that
Thanks
damage.
for the rerolls, Chad.
Yeah, thanks.
We're gonna use all of that.
Yeah.
This is a really good session to have rerolls.
3 with 3 piercing.
Okay, so you with 3 piercing. Okay, so you go running in and you project force, and she laughs at you again, and it doesn't look like it did anything at all to her.
Crap.
I'm gonna follow his charge in, and all I want to do is basically.
Oh, I'm sorry. It scratches her,
Ooh.
Yes.
Yes.
right?
Ow.
Yeah, yeah
That's what she does.
it
Ow.
scratches her.
And I'm just running in and trying my best to launch myself at her forehead so I can make skin to skin contact.
All right. Okay, go ahead.
Oh,
Rerolls are rolling off the table.
Both double ones. And
Okay.
And
we got the
it's
same
6-2.
second roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really
that's
strange.
that's a 10.
That's how you know we don't live in the real
so
world.
I am.
Yeah, this is the Matrix.
Right.
So I'm establishing telekinetic contact with her,
Okay.
or telepathic contact with her, which I think takes my whole turn this
Yeah.
round.
Okay. Gideon or Tenna.
Okay, I want to launch myself with my explosive boots towards her and then hit her with the thing. Can I do that? Is that-
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. So this is for the
This is the time
explosive
for that.
boots.
All right. Success.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's a complete success. So I get my
+1 forward.
So I get my forward, and I just like launch right to her, and then I will attack her with my explosive gloves.
And you get this too.
Oh, nice.
Because we're charging.
So that's a 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait, that's 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it worth re-rolling?
Is it this damage?
I would. Well, I got a 7 with my forward.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wait, do I
okay.
get a forward from you too?
Yeah, you get a forward from
you're
me.
Yeah, because you
attacking.
did go
Charge, so
charging
it's
in.
an 8.
Okay, I'm gonna. Well, I would still do my damage to her now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll probably take it back.
Yeah, something. There's going to be a wrinkle of some sort.
All right. Well, I made it, so I'll
Yeah.
save my
Yeah,
reroll.
Yeah.
And
I
use
think
that
it's a
reroll and the
failure.
damage you get if it's like max, you know.
Sure.
Okay, roll
Yeah.
your damage.
Okay, so that's a D4, a D8, and a D6.
Oh.
Wow. That's really
Holy
good.
crap, that's real good.
Nice.
So that's 15 damage.
Wow. Okay, so she as you come rocketing in and punch her with your explosive gloves, she literally just picks you up by the throat and then just throws you all the way across, all the way back through the portal, through the door that you came in, all the way back into that hallway, and you just slam against the back wall. You take a D12 plus 2 damage.
Ooh.
All right, this could be it, guys. I've only got 10 life.
And you got that reroll though.
I do have a reroll.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is D12
D12 plus 2.
plus 2. 6. I can take 6.
Ooh,
There
that
you
was
go, 6
scary.
damage.
I'm down
for
to
your
4.
last breath. Keep it for your last
Yep.
breath.
Yeah, at this point, like, these are my last breath
Oh,
rerolls right here.
Okay, now I'm going to stop us for just a moment because we've got a bunch of donations coming in.
Ooh.
Nice.
All right, so Malkara Darkwell sends their army in to help the players.
Yes.
Yes.
If you'll remember, these are the ones with the Deathwell tattooed on, and they have they have axe and shield. They're the crazy berserker barbarians.
Yeah. I start slamming my shield.
Yeah, they come from the northern wastes where the Darkwell is at. Kiganis activates everyone's special powers.
Oh!
Okay, so let's do this one. Let's do Scott's first.
You're not in the same room as us now.
That's true. That's still not good, though.
No, it's not good for Gideon at all.
Here's an ego whip.
Okay.
2.
It doesn't seem to affect her.
Psionic resistance.
Yeah.
Wait, hey, question.
She has not
Did
as much
armor
as she has
affect that
physical.
damage I just took?
It does affect. Yes.
Okay, then I'm at 5.
You can use your armor against that because it's
Total,
just
you have 5
a
total
physical
left.
attack she just made.
Right, that's good. Sorry, 5 isn't big,
Not
but
great,
it
but-
could be the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she just to let you know behind the scenes, she has 5 armor, and she can use 3 of her armor against even magic damage.
Oh.
So she has a lot of armor. I didn't get the last one. Is that the one that's at the top now, Dom? Okay, great. And Malkara Darkwell heals Gideon for 1 hit point.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Darkwell.
And then Braid also heals you for 1 hit point.
Yay.
So we're gonna get these in before the bomb goes off.
Yeah.
So from now on, you have your empathic shield going, and you have your Southern Comfort.
So what is it deflects damage,
Yeah.
in what way?
Am
Am I invulnerable?
No, you're not invulnerable. I don't remember exactly what it says. Dom, can you look and see what it says on the donation?
Yeah.
And then I get advantage on my D12 damage rolls, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
1 more hit point, Gideon, from Malkara.
Yay!
Okay.
Survive.
This is still going to be tough, but
Because and I'm going to say because Malkara has favored you so much with these heals. I'm going to say that the barbarians are primarily going to try and protect you.
Awesome.
I like that.
During this fight.
Yeah.
So they're going to show up right after this explosion goes off and kind of flank around you.
that's great.
All right, so let's make me a defy danger to run away as your bomb. So basically, you hit the wall and then
And
you
like,
just-
it goes, tuk, tuk, tuk.
And you're like, oh.
yeah. So you're just sitting there on the ground with this bomb next to you. Let's see if you can get away quick enough.
All right, this is a dexterity defy danger.
Run, Gideon, run.
7, 8, 9.
Is it worth re-rolling
To try and get a 10.
to try and get a 10 or above?
That wouldn't be total. I wouldn't take full damage.
You take one
this,
of them,
right?
one of the 2d10.
I'm gonna hope I can survive
Okay, roll me a d10 damage.
and keep that. Okay.
You can re-roll that.
No,
But-
wait.
I have 3 armor versus explosions, so I
it's a 6.
do survive. that.
That.
I'm at
Okay.
2
Do you want to
hit
re-roll it though?
I kind of
Could
do.
still re-roll it.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
re-roll
damage
that
part?
might be worth that.
Yeah.
Because whatever number this is, you can.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dude, like it just goes, and I'm like, this happens to me at breakfast.
You're like, oh shit.
That shouldn't happen to you at breakfast.
It
Wow.
does, though.
I eat weird breakfast.
Okay.
How else do you expect him to cook his
Faith,
eggs?
Also heals Gideon for 1 hit point.
Yay.
And just so you know, Darrel, so the way that your empathic reflection works, for the entire encounter, when an enemy rolls damage, you do 1 damage back to them in return. So
Okay.
they don't get to use their armor for that. So anytime you take damage, she'll take 1 damage as well. She doesn't get to use her armor. It's just free
Nice.
damage.
And that's
So-
good because
Cool.
her armor's crazy.
Hey, because
Yeah.
I suddenly got a lot of healing from chat and I didn't take any damage from the bomb, the way I like to imagine is I was thrown through the like air. I hit the wall and like a kink in my back was just like knocked into place. And I was like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah, the whole time you'd actually kind of had like you'd been walking a little funny because you just had like
Like a little kink.
Like a little-
I
all
think
day.
my left shoulder was a little dislocated and it
Yeah.
like jammed it back into place too. And I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know. I feel fresh now.
You just needed a nice hard slam against a hard flat surface to straighten it all out.
That's all it was. Okay.
I still need to go.
Yeah, it's been a crazy first round.
It's not over yet.
All right, Tenna Lee.
Let's hope.
Killer on this hit.
So that's a 9 plus 1 forward because I was doing your charge.
So 10.
So 10. Tenna.
Tenna. Do you want to open yourself up to attack?
Yep.
Okay, so you can do an extra d6 damage then.
An extra d8 damage.
Oh, sorry, d8 damage, my bad. If you want to open yourself up to 2 attacks, you can add another d6 to that.
Nope.
Okay. I'm just trying to bait you.
Really?
Hey, that extra d8 ended up being
That really helped me out.
important.
So 11 plus 1 piercing.
Plus 1 piercing. Okay. Okay. She looks somewhat injured at this point. And she is... she's actually... So as you come in, she's not going to slam you away like she did with Gideon. She's actually just going to... she's just going to look you up and down, snap her fingers, and your entire body catches on fire.
Okay.
Okay.
Roll me a d8 plus 2 damage that ignores armor.
Okay.
Okay, so 5 damage.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you are on fire, though. So you will continue to take damage.
Okay.
I
mean, I feel like being friends with Gideon, I know to stop, drop, and roll.
Oh, you definitely know that.
Are you bloodied? What are you?
I am 1 hit point away from halfway.
Okay, so number, what are you at?
I've taken 12 out of 26, so.
Okay, so you're at 14
I'm
out
at
of 26.
14, yeah.
Darrel?
I'm at 19 out of 24.
I'm at 9 out of 15.
19 out of 19.
Okay.
Look at you.
Nailed it.
Okay.
All right, we're not in bad
No.
position for
Oh.
having just gone around.
I'm gonna.
That's the end of our first round. So at this point, the Sorcerer King, she's actually going to go. So she...
You mean lighting her on fire wasn't her
No,
turn?
that was just
That
in
was just
response
because
to,
I opened myself up to an attack to do
Yep.
extra damage.
Yeah, that extra d8, though, did give you 8 damage.
It did give me a large portion of the damage that I did.
Yeah. Okay, so she is... Oh, I like this one. Okay. So she's actually going to... I think I may have used this one before last season. So she's going to animate your shadows. So all of a sudden... so this is the first point that it becomes clear that she does actually have psionic powers in addition to her arcane and druidic powers. And you can feel just a brief tug at your mind for a moment, and all of your shadows disappear, like you no longer have a shadow, and it reforms in front of you and starts attacking you.
So she totally could have become the Evangeline.
Yeah.
She had everything she needed.
Yeah. Roll me a Defy Danger.
What?
As your shadows reform and are attacking.
Can we use strength, wisdom?
I'd buy Strength. I would buy
Strength.
Wisdom.
Strength.
Dexterity still makes sense, right?
Dexterity makes sense, sure. I think pretty much most anything would make sense, other than maybe Charisma here.
That's gonna be.
I don't know.
8.
I'm going to talk my shadow out of attacking me.
I don't like it.
Hey, buddy, look, we've done a lot of great things together. Okay?
Come on.
You and me, we got to stick together.
The yin and the yang.
Right. I'm rolling a Dex Defy Danger. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So partial success.
What'd you get?
8.
Okay.
I'll
Tenna
use
lead?
I'll use strength.
Wow. Yeah, you did.
That's an 11.
So you literally just punch the shadow back in his face.
I'm like, I've been rearing up to punch something all day.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Would it make any sense for me to attempt to prevent the psionic power from happening?
Here's what no, but I do think because you're telekinetically connected to her, I think you get to avoid this altogether. Because as she's doing, because it really is an illusion. They're not real. So as she's doing it, you're already completely aware that this is an illusion. You don't even need to make
Not
a check.
fooled.
You're like, this is a joke, and you don't bother. You just ignore it. The shadow like swings at you, and you're like, go away, and then it just disappears.
Is that what it does to Scott?
Yeah, it just does
I'm
this.
like, hi. not a good illusion.
No, not for you. Okay, so we're but you so you got partial successes.
Yep.
So you are both going to take a d8 plus 2 damage,
Ooh, okay.
and it does ignore armor.
You want to roll it?
Oh,
It's the same for both of us, right?
Same for both of you.
Okay.
So 8 damage.
So I'm down to 1 hit point now.
All right, reroll from.
Not necessarily.
Lower.
It is lower.
It's lower.
All right, I'm down to 2 hit
7.
points right now.
Okay, so Darrel takes 7, and you're at 2 hit points.
2 hit points.
Oof.
Before rolling.
12.
Before rolling the damage you just took.
Oh, no, I thought we were doing that for both of us.
Oh, that's fine. You can
no.
take his if you want.
Oh, wait, I'll roll another. I'd rather hope.
Rather roll your own.
Not
hope
have
for
a
lower.
5.
It's D8, right?
It's a D8. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, I could die on this,
But you've got a reroll.
but I've got to reroll.
Oh, Jesus
Well, let's
Christ.
use that reroll. It's
I
no
was-
armor, right?
I was, yeah, it's
That
no
literally
armor.
would have been
I was
0
definitely
hit
going to
points
let
for
you
you.
use Darrel's, but it's okay.
I should have.
Yeah, you should have.
Oh, look, you get to use Darrel's.
Same.
Darrel's. And all it cost you was a
All it
reroll.
cost-
Yeah.
All it cost you was a reroll.
That was 2 rerolls for us to get
Yeah.
5 instead of. Would have
Okay.
sucked if that had killed me because then I really could use that reroll for my.
last
Yeah.
Bet Nobody's
Yeah.
gonna let you use their reroll for
Chat.
last breath.
Nope.
That's for
Yeah.
sure.
No,
We'd be
you
like,
saved my
"You're
life.
No
dead."
sharing here. Zanar Faith heals Tenna for 1 hit point. Thank
Yay!
you, Zanar.
Thank you.
All right, so we're up to the top. Who goes?
We're gonna lend
So-
health. Boom.
Lend help.
Yeah.
All right.
Come on.
No.
Aww.
No.
You know what, Darrel? For just a brief moment, you actually get the sense that there's extra power in you that you did not know about.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, earlier when you ate those things from Kiganis,
Yeah.
you're actually feeling a sense of dark magic inside of you that you think you might be able to harness.
I have to use the dark magic to save my friend.
But it's good because you're using
But you're
it
using
for
it
a
for
good
a
using it
good
for good.
reason.
Yeah.
It's not bad
Dark magic can be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So-
if there's anything we've learned from our logic, it's
Do
that.
I still get that failure? Do
You
I still
feel,
get a experience?
You can mark XP.
Okay.
And you feel a connection to Kiganis. You feel a connection to the realm of death. And you can actually feel the souls that live there. And if you just grab one, just one soul, and snuff it out, then you can treat that as a 10 plus.
Do I know anything about these souls? Like,
No, nothing
Good.
specific. You don't know anything. It's just a random. It's just a random soul in Kiganis' realm.
I have to save you.
Oof.
I have to save you. I
Well,
have
and
to do it.
don't you lose this spell
Oh,
if
man.
you take the failure?
Do what?
Don't you lose the spell if you take this failure? Lend health?
Yeah, you'd lose access to lend health, I believe, if you don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So then that would screw us for like the whole.
So I
rest of
have
the
to. I
combat.
have to do this. And this goes with one of my bonds anyway, so it's
Um,
perfect.
What's the bond?
What bond?
I lied to Pithka about never yielding to darkness.
Oh, that's perfect then.
I have
That's
to.
really great.
You like,
You-
yeah, you can't. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm doing it.
All right, so it's a 10 plus.
Yeah. So you're gonna get. Do I have to say the amount before I roll this d6, or can I roll the d6 and then say the amount?
You can roll the d6 then say the amount.
Okay, come on, 6, 3.
Okay.
So I give you. You're at 2 out of 15. 7. I give you 4 plus that, so I'll give you 7.
Okay. Great. So I'm back at 9.
So yeah, and I'm going to go down 4. I'm at 8.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, you have a ways to go still. I'm very
All
sorry.
right. I'm at 15 out of 26, and you still have not taken. Have you taken damage?
Farquaad heals Tenna for 1 hit point.
Hey,
and
thanks,
tells
Farquaad.
Scott to write that thing.
Thank you, Farquaad.
Yes.
That's a good reminder.
Right then. Thing.
Zanar Faith also.
Well,
You had a
it's
few
2
tweets.
weeks.
Yeah.
You had a couple tweets, I think.
But this week you'll be on Reddit more, I'm sure. Zanar Faith heals Gideon for 1 hit point.
Yeah.
Yay.
Nice.
Okay,
So
What was
I want to
something we were
use
saying earlier to make a good sketch?
my.
War, what is it good for?
Yeah. I'm gonna use
Writing
my my telepathic connection with the Oba to show her the death blow that Tenna is going to land.
Yeah,
But
that's
then
really
she
good.
could avoid it.
with the intent that will disrupt some of her defenses.
Of course.
So that's 9.
Okay. So you think that you can implant this horror into her mind, and it will affect her defenses, reducing her armor, both against magic and physical attacks. But basically, she's putting up an intellect fortress, and she'll be immune to any psionic effects for the rest of the encounter.
It hobbles Osvald a lot, but
They like kill his project force.
No, he'll still be able to project force. It
'Cause that's still
basically just
force.
means that you won't be able to invade her mind telekinetically. Just anything. It's basically anything that you won't be able to use your psionic powers on her.
directly against
Directly.
her.
You can still aid people using whatever it's called, stuff like that. But your psionic powers won't affect her because she's putting up a fortress against you.
All right, I'm fine with that.
Okay. All right. So her armor, both types go down and are reduced.
Nice.
Okay. She still has a good amount of hit points left, though.
Still probably pretty useful. Yeah, I feel like that's a useful move.
Yeah, it is, because she has so many hit points. Reducing her armor by even a little bit is
Yeah.
a lot.
If every attack does just a little bit more.
Okay.
Hey, I forgot to ask this before we started following her. Have we technically fought her yet? I know we saw her, but we haven't fought her
You
yet,
haven't fought her
right?
yet.
All right.
Is that a new talent you picked up?
Is just useless because we kill everybody that we come across.
right. Yeah,
so
yeah.
we meet again is just totally useless.
Well, so you have to have fought them before?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
When you encounter a foe you have fought before, the next hack and slash against them has +2 forward.
So recurring.
I didn't know you'd picked that talent. I'll have to
We
keep that in
leave
mind.
everyone dead.
Yeah.
No survivors.
Yeah. I didn't realize you had that talent. Yeah, I didn't realize you had that talent because a good GM will run a game differently based on things like
Yeah, but we have
certain things
you.
players have.
I love Sean so much.
That hug is taken back.
This is not the best time for you to be toying with me. You have a sorcerer
I
king up against you.
know. You're going to kill me.
I mean, but I was gonna kill all of you anyway.
That's right.
so.
I mean,
Yeah.
I was already expecting that, so.
Okay, so do one of you guys want to go? Oh, I think Tenna,
I think I have
to. I think you just went, right?
Yeah. Right?
I think Gideon and he just went because he reduced her armor. So you need to go, Gideon.
Okay, I'm gonna toss one of my concussive grenades at her. I mean, if we can distract her at all, could help.
Yeah.
Whoop! Yeah, fell out of my hand. Did I throw that off? Is that all messed up now?
It's right there. It's fine.
Okay. Good deal.
Should I move it around a little more?
Jostle it real hard.
Jostle it like crazy.
6,
I
7,
like
8,
that we
9.
both just use
Wait,
the
that's
word
4,
jostle, 'cause that's
5,
a
6,
real
7,
common
8,
word.
9. So that's a 9.
Okay.
So
So you
success with conditions.
yeah. So as you grab your grenade to throw it at her, she puts up a shield, and the shield around her it completely deflects against any sort of ranged attacks. You can run inside the shield and throw it at her, but then you'll be really close to the concussive grenade. Or you can run all the way behind her because it's only just like a frontal shield that she put up. But to do that, she's going to watch you do that and like launch a bolt of energy or attack you somehow. Because it's clear what you're doing. You're telegraphing your move really highly at that point.
I think as much as I want to hit her with this, I think I'm gonna hold off and not do that because we have to play a little conservative.
Yeah.
We have to play a little conservatively here.
And you know how hard she hit you last time.
She hits real hard.
Okay. So that I believe is our round, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I did go twice, right?
Has Tenna gone twice?
I
I
honestly
only
don't remember.
once.
I think you did only go once. Now
Okay.
that I think
Did
about it.
everyone's little special activations go off?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 Okay.
Mine
Yeah.
blew up.
Yeah. Amazing. Oh, but you know what? Actually, when you need to command the barbarians to go.
Oh.
Oh!
Yeah, I completely forgot about the barbarians. So you need to command them to go.
Okay, I'm gonna command the barbarians to try and like surround, and then move in.
Okay, so I'm gonna have them make their attacks aren't going to be as good as any of y'all's.
I'm just gonna yell flank and shank.
Yeah, so they're going to aid. So roll me an aid.
Okay. Rolling.
Give
aid.
me you've got a +1 on this.
What's aid rolled with?
It's with bonds, but I'm going to give them 1 bond.
Oh, okay. So that is a 7.
Okay, so if they open themselves up to danger, then you can give a +1 forward to somebody with those barbarians. So,
I'll say they open themselves up. I don't want to like waste the barbarians, but I
Right.
still feel like they're like just berserkers, so it would make sense.
as they go charging in, you see her. She just motions to the ground, and several dark black spikes just shoot out of the ground. They've got like red. There's like red, weird. It's not blood. Some sort of strange ichor or something on the spikes, and it just stabs into one of the 5 barbarians and just completely impales it. The other 4 go running in, and they're able to give the +1 forward to somebody. So
I'll grant the +1 forward to Tenna.
Oh, thanks.
there you go. So you have +1 forward. You want to run an
Alright.
attack?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Of course I do.
Yeah.
Didn't need that +1 forward.
Ooh, but thank you.
Just hold it.
I know, right?
As that spike kills the barbarian, you actually see the Oba heal a little bit. Thank you, Donovan.
I am attempting to
Donovan.
chop off one of her arms.
Called shot.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that's
Nice
a
rolls.
9.
That's a 9.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
17.
So,
Oh
9
wait, is it
plus
both
1
or just the
piercing.
higher?
Just the
higher.
higher.
Is the higher.
Oh, okay.
Still
real
good, though.
impressed for a moment. We're still impressed.
But she gets it for the entire encounter.
Yeah.
It's pretty great. That's
Yeah.
pretty great.
I'm not gonna use my additional
You
D8.
didn't wanna take the extra D8
'cause
damage?
I'll survive.
You don't want to get hit again.
I'll survive instead.
I get it. Okay, so
Continue to use my 7 comfort advantage.
At this point, actually, she finally looks like she's. This is the first hit that did substantial damage to her, so she looks bloodied at this point. So that's good job, guys. That's going to be the end of the round, though. At this point, those spikes start just shooting up all over the ground. She's just raising these spikes from everywhere, and you guys need to dodge. You need to dodge getting hit by one of these spikes.
Can I
Dodge, duck,
use
dip,
my
dive, and dodge.
Can I use my
All of
round
them.
this time to use my speed divination to instruct my team how to miss the spikes?
Sure.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
you see them.
Wow.
you see them popping out of the ground before they actually pop out of the ground.
So that's an 8. So if somebody needs a +1 forward, take it to avoid the spikes.
Okay, but you have to decide before they roll. That's the nature of a +1 forward.
So I think you're at the lowest life right now, right?
Yeah.
So why don't you take the forward?
Okay.
Yeah.
And can I use strength or wisdom, or is it only dexterity?
You can use wisdom.
Or use
I'd
wisdom.
buy wisdom.
Wisdom.
Just like
Plus
kinda
1.
start noticing the pattern
Yeah,
that's going
yeah,
around them.
just perception.
So that's a big pass. That's a 10.
Okay.
Nice.
Courtesy of the +1 forward.
Yep.
That's great. Okay, I'll use dexterity. And 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Great. So you
Nice.
avoid the spikes as well. Tenna. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'll try to avoid the spikes with wisdom.
Oh no.
Wow.
You know, on Monday Night Dungeon Fight,
Oh no.
yeah, you have
Good thing there's a reroll.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
you gotta use that.
Whoa.
On Monday Night Dungeon Fight,
Oh! No!
You guys, I haven't taken any damage. It's fine.
Oh no.
Oh no! That's a very low chance of happening.
Yeah, it's a very
okay.
You guys, I haven't taken any damage.
Okay.
It's totally fine. Nothing bad is gonna happen.
Okay, it's 2d8 damage plus 2. You take the higher of the 2d8.
Oh. Does somebody have another D8 I can borrow? One that's been rolling low?
That's not that bad for the higher of 2.
Five.
Yeah.
So that's a 7.
damage.
Guys, it's fine.
On Monday Night Dungeon Fight, they have a backstop a lot of the time for Tom Lommel because he just consistently throws the dice out of the tray. Like, it is very challenging for him to
He needs
just
to
get them in
use the
there.
dice rolling box.
It's up there now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
tower?
that's the backstop. They put the backstop right against
Oh.
it. So then he throws it and it hits the
And it
backstop
bounces
and
back
bounces
in.
back
That's
in.
great.
Yep.
But
But he's still, there are times
believe,
still where he'll just like throw it and it bounces over it or to the side. Or,
I can't believe he just rolled 2 1s and then used a reroll and got 2 1s.
Yeah.
The fuck happened?
Unbelievable.
That was
That's
crazy.
just-
We're paying it back.
yeah, you guys were rolling real well earlier and then just not quite as well now. But the good news is, Tenna has to go.
Yeah, I have to go. That's the good news.
That's somewhat good news. 6.
6? Whole 6?
Yeah, so 6. Yeah, I can't.
You do have a
Well,
reroll.
wisdom is. You do have rerolls.
I do have rerolls, but
No
If you have enough life, you
constitution.
might want to.
I feel
Not for
like
these.
I have 16
Suck
hit
it
It
up.
points. I'm just
impaled the
gonna take it.
barbarian. I don't think you're gonna stand there and suck it up on this one. All right, so it's the same thing. 2d8 plus 2 damage.
All right.
And it
Can I
ignores
use
your
your other
armor.
D8? Thank you.
At least you guys get
Oof.
That's
Ooh.
fine.
experience from it.
That's okay.
Yeah, mark XP.
Oh, I don't think I marked it.
Yeah, make sure you get that XP. You earned this one, guys. That was
What do I take? 9?
9 damage. As one of these red spiky things just sticks you right in the side and
Okay.
just goes straight through. So you actually
I'm used
see.
to being impaled and stuff by things.
Yeah, you still have that that animal that's like clamped onto your shoulder. So
Oh, did we leave that there? That's
Oh,
great.
yeah.
yeah, she never technically made the
mine
decision to have it
now.
removed.
When it was raining, that's what I used as my cloak.
Yeah. Yep.
It's beautiful.
All right. So fresh round. Anybody who wants to go can go.
I'm gonna try again with tossing a grenade at la.
Get her.
Yeah.
Get out.
So yeah, I toss a grenade at Faso Latido, and that's an 8.
So she. So you actually throw the grenade, and she actually moves supernaturally fast.
Oh God.
Catches the grenade in the air and then runs up to you and throws it down at your feet as it explodes on both of you.
All right,
So you're both stunned.
both stunned.
Yep.
I can handle that.
So you'll lose your next turn.
Cool.
But she
Yeah.
loses her next
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah.
So basically, you guys won't get counterattacked.
I feel like her turn's way more valuable.
It
than
is
my
way more
turn.
valuable.
Totally.
If
Yeah.
So
she's
this was
she's
fair.
stunned.
She's stunned right now.
Okay, so I'm going to project force so you can get that plus D4 if I hit. Here we go. That's a hit. That's an 11. And here comes that damage. 3 piercing.
Here comes your damage.
And
Bum, bum, bum,
next
bum,
attack
bum,
gets a
bum.
D4 on that.
All right.
Okay.
If
Yeah, you do a little bit of damage to her with that attack. Not much,
Cool.
but a little bit.
so if she's stunned, then if I open myself up to attack, can she not do anything about that?
It will be not as bad as normal, but like basically on 7s to 9s for this round are basically going to be like 10 pluses.
Okay.
But if you decide to open yourself up, then something's going to happen.
Okay. All right.
You're in an aggressive stance.
9. That's only a 9.
You
but
got 2 rerolls. You're not using your rerolls.
I know.
Why are
because
your
Don't
rerolls
use it
in there?
for
And
a
also,
nine.
he said
Oh, he's
9
right.
is treated as a 10. 7, 8, 9 is treated.
Well, she just can't make the choice because she wants to do more damage and open herself up to
Oh,
attack,
yeah.
which she can only do if she rolls a 10.
a 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get that D4.
All right.
So 12 damage.
Nice.
Plus 1 piercing.
Okay.
Sweet 12.
Yeah, she's looking to be in not good shape now, actually. This has been a really good round for you guys. You use your round to give everybody the dodging, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
this
cool.
this turn.
We kind of did that preemptively. Okay, so that's everybody's round then. Yes. I'm going to give you... Oh, geez. Oh, boy. These guys... Chat, come on, guys. You just want them to win?
Thank you.
Yes.
We want us to win.
Yay! All right,
we love
so,
chat day.
Yeah.
Darrel, I'm going to...
The city has entered. We love the chat day.
So when you reached into you reached into the realm of death and just snuffed out a soul.
Yeah.
And now that soul just doesn't exist anymore, so that you were able to heal your friend.
Yeah.
You actually feel, as you do that, you actually feel several more souls come back from that realm to assist you, and you actually see four of the ghostly giants that you had before helping you. They come back a second time to help you. Before it was 5, but now it's 4 because one of the souls that you destroyed was one of your own giant.
Oh man.
But there are 4 remaining, so you can have them.
Sad.
You can have them give a plus. Well, you can roll an aid check with a +1 to see if they can help anybody.
And there's
here.
still those barbarians too.
There's still the barbarians as well.
4 of those
4
left.
of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Ghost giants. Let's get them. Here we go.
Ghost giants in the sky.
That's
Yeah.
So you can give a +1 forward to anybody.
good.
Anybody.
+1.
You can even give it to yourself.
Not me, obviously.
+1 forward right
Me?
here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tenna I think is the damage dealer.
Oh, yeah.
Right now,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
When
no,
I've
you
got
are-
Southern
you
Comfort
are-
going on, it's pretty hardcore.
Yeah, it helps a lot.
And do the barbarians need to go? in
Yeah,
this
the
turn?
barbarians need to go. Also, Braid sends in her army.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you.
I don't know what the second thing is, but tall, thin, dark soldiers bearing shillelagh and jambija. Is that how you pronounce that? I don't know what that word is.
Is that like the rain
Googling
stick?
It might be. Arrived to assist Tenna. So,
Oh.
Nice.
Wait,
Um,
how's it spelled?
They're almost like Gurkha knives. They're like
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Are those the knives that she uses in the 3rd Resident Evil movie?
Sure.
No, those are kukris.
Oh, all right.
Wait, spell it though. I want to see what they look like.
Jambija. Jambija, I think. That might be wrong.
Oh, I think there's Jambia, like with
Jambia.
a Y. Oh yeah, cool. It's like
Let's show chat.
I mean, chat can Google things.
No.
But we can also put it right here.
Yeah, that's the ideal way to do it.
Like
is-
that?
is,
Oh,
that's pretty
okay.
cool looking.
Okay.
Yeah, why
like
not?
this is what
Is that
Google
what-
image
is that
search
what it
is
is?
showing
That's
us.
pretty awesome. Okay.
Seems dope.
So dope.
Nice.
Hey,
so
dope.
Braid, those soldiers are actually going to be helping Tenna. So
Awesome.
Braid's soldiers come in to assist Tenna.
Thanks,
so these,
Braid.
So these soldiers, I think, to me, makes most sense that they would be like from the surrounding area, kind of just like rebels that have never really appreciated the Oba's rule, and so they come charging up the stairs, and they're gonna assist you in this fight.
Yes.
So you can also make an aid check with them.
Sweet.
Who do you give the +1 forward to? Her.
Me.
Yep.
All right. You can do the same thing. Go ahead and roll, and you have a +1 to the roll.
Ooh.
No, that's not enough.
No, it is
Maybe next
not.
round.
right.
Yeah, so that, and you need to make your roll for your barbarians.
Oh, all right.
Does that
And
count
they're
as
just
an
gonna
XP
since
roll,
I can't
Shawn?
really
No.
since I can't really command them because I'm a little like
Yeah, oh no, because I
out
don't
of
punish
it.
you for it.
I figured they'll just like keep attacking,
Wow.
and that's good, right?
Yeah, so you can give a +1 forward to anybody you like.
Okay, I'm gonna give the +1 forward to
All right.
Osvald.
Okay,
Got it.
great.
Just to mix it up.
So the
Tenna.
barbarians,
yeah.
so the
Yeah, yeah.
barbarians kind of reform
We
ranks.
got to spread
and
around the wealth.
and go to help you. So you actually have the barbarians and the ghostly giants now all around, like all around. You have like you have 8 soldiers at your shoulders, just like standing lockstep with you as you attack the sorcerer
That's
king.
awesome.
Go.
Oh, actually, wait. I have a question. Am I like still right next? Oh, never mind.
You're stunned.
Go on. Yeah, I'm stunned.
But anybody else can take their turn at this point.
Perfect.
Sorry,
Go
you
ahead.
two can take your turn at this point because you're stunned and you preemptively used your turn for the thing.
But we've all gone
Oh
since
yeah,
then.
yeah. So
Yeah, that was last turn. So.
So
me.
Jordan is
Are
the
you-
only one.
Are
who's
you
gonna be
attacking her?
Well, I have an idea, but I don't know how crazy it is.
probably pretty
We
crazy.
Okay.
love crazy ideas
Yeah.
because we game with a character called Gideon.
I want to grab Lollypoi and attempt to unwillingly take her back to the moment, like take her back so that the most damage that's happened this round, which I think was Tenna,
Yeah.
she takes that again because she's physically in the same point at this present moment.
Yes, you can attempt to do that.
Do it.
Which I think was 12 damage. Is that my highest
Yeah, it's 12
one?
damage.
Yeah. This could end badly, you guys. It's an 8.
It works. So you unwilling, you put a hand on her, or you just grab a hold of her shoulder and just look right in her eyes with your creepy bandaged face. Because I think you're still bandaged, we decided, because you were on the,
yeah, no,
You were on the
I was on the
you're on
stretcher.
gurney,
Yeah.
So your creepy bandaged face just looks right in her eyes. And you see both of them just blink out of existence for a moment.
Last time that happened, things were pretty crazy.
Yeah, things were pretty crazy. So so that absolutely works. You are on your own with her, though, for just a moment. And she is going to... I mean, she's just... I mean, first, she can't even really figure out what's going on. And then just the only thing that she can manage to do is just to strike you as hard as she can. So you're going to take a d12 plus 2 damage from her.
Oof.
Yeah.
Well, if I roll max, this is it.
9. So you're still alive, right?
Still totally fine.
Okay.
Still have 3 whole hit points.
3 whole hit points.
Okay, great.
I still have 7 whole hit points.
Okay.
How many whole hit points do you
I
have?
have 8 whole hit points.
8 whole hit points.
Okay, so you have now officially done the amount of damage in hit points that she had when I wrote that down this
So
morning.
now we just have buff boss hit points?
Yeah, which is actually not much. It's actually very little. I mean, listen, it's a good donation, but compared to the total amount of hit points she has, the amount that you can buff her is not much, if that makes sense.
You want to tell Gideon what we just did?
Yeah, so...
I don't need to know.
Yeah, so just all of a sudden, they just both blink out of existence as he teleports her back to the moment in which she took the most damage previously, which was Tenna stabbing her. So she re-experiences that moment all over again, and then they just blink back into existence with her looking quite a bit more injured. In fact, she is on death's door.
That is absurd.
No question about
That's
it.
so funny.
Because that's...
I love
Yeah.
that idea.
Yeah, that's good. That was good.
Okay.
If we could like work together, I could like set off an explosion. We could loop someone back into it.
Well, that's the idea.
Yeah. Actually, this is a good moment for this, so I'm not going to wait. I'm going to do it right now. So as that happens, she just blinks back into existence, and you start. She starts just falling. You can see her just falling apart, like. All of the magic that's holding her together, arcane, druidic, her proficiency.
Been keeping
in
her
silent
alive for the
magic,
past probably like 500 to 700
200 years.
Has to be
200.
like 600.
I don't know. It looks more like at least 700 to me.
It would take some time.
Yeah.
I think so.
Well, it's 200. It's definitely 200. And as that's happening, you actually see like druidic spirits swirling around. You see, different for like the ghosts of spirit animals like swirling around. You see the ghosts of all of the people that she had trapped before. They're like swarming up the sides of the palace at this point. And you see just her arcane core is falling apart. You can just see magic bursting out of her body at this point, cracking like you saw before with Gideon, just this fire that was breaking out. But instead this time it's more of it's a clearly arcane purple energy that's just bursting out. You see her eyes are just sending out these beams of energy. Her mouth opens and just beams of energy coming out. And everyone needs to make me a defy danger as she is imploding.
Dang.
Are we avoiding like the explosion damage?
You're
the
doing
magic
something.
damage?
I'm defying danger with Dex, which is usually it's a pretty good stat to have
90%
for
of the
defy
time
danger.
it makes sense.
6, 7, 8.
Okay.
Defy danger with wisdom.
Okay, yeah, I'll buy it.
Am I getting a +1 from the barbarians? Or no?
Yeah, you have +1 forward. So actually, the barbarians kind of block a little bit of it, which gives you a +1.
Come on.
I imagine them picking him up and taking him out.
That's going to be a 10 because of that.
Good deal.
Boom.
Okay, Pithka or Tenna.
Wisdom, obviously.
Oh wow, yeah, big roll.
That's a 12.
Can I use Constitution?
Yeah, I'll buy that.
Yeah.
All right, so the only one, unfortunately, is you who has to take damage from it. But
Right.
it's not a lot. It's a D8 + 2 damage, ignores armor.
See how it goes.
That's not a big deal.
I mean, if I get an 8, I'm dead.
Don't get an 8.
5, 6, 7. That I can handle.
Okay.
Got 3 hit points, but I can handle that.
3, 3, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Okay, we're doing
Wow,
great.
really?
Yeah.
3, 3, 7, 8? Mm-hmm. Okay, well, hopefully, I mean, she's no longer stunned this round, so who goes first?
Not joking with you, chat. Don't drop the bomb right now.
You really shouldn't
okay,
have brought that up.
I am gonna go because I still have rerolls left.
I might actually. I'm gonna make my my ghosts go so I can give
Okay.
a +1 to you. So
Okay.
here go my ghosts. My
Go,
Go.
go.
ghost
go,
giants. Yeah, and I
+1
Oh.
forward.
get it. Boom.
All right. Okay, how does my army work?
You can also have them go to give you a +1. So basically, they're just they just work to. Sorry, there's a bug. They just distract.
He's just clapping
They just-
every now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the way
You can do this.
okay, so they're able to the thing is they are not as powerful as you, so they can't
Yeah.
directly inflict damage to her, but they're able to flank and do like tactical moves that assist you. So you can roll an aid check for them essentially. So you roll
Okay.
2d6, you add 1, and hope that it's 7 or higher.
Well, that's a 7 right there.
Okay, great.
You won, so.
So your 5 dark, thin warriors come in with their shillelagh and jambia, you know, just stabbing and swinging, basically just distracting her. And she actually, at one point, she's just getting distracted and annoyed, and she just turns her arm into, just literally turns her arm into a sword and just cuts one of their heads off and throws the body away.
Oh.
So there's 4 of them remaining, but you do have a +1 from that.
All right, so I have
You have +2
2.
on top of what you would
Okay.
normally have. So
I'm
you have a
gonna once
+4
again
on hack and
attempt-
slash.
to chop one of her arms off.
Okay.
I don't know why I want to do that so bad, but I do.
Yeah.
So 9, 10. Yep.
Okay. Do you want to open yourself up to attack?
No.
You sure?
No.
It does extra damage.
Yeah, I have 7 hit points.
Okay. Do what you want.
Don't open yourself up to attack or whatever.
Do what you want.
Shawn wants
Yes,
to kill
I
somebody.
want to. No, I will not.
Okay.
Does that count?
That's cocked.
God damn it.
Come on.
No!
You have to roll it in the box.
Stop telling me to stay in the box.
That's
God.
It's
cocked.
cocked.
Guys, this one doesn't count either because technically I can only roll a 3 or higher.
So that's a 3.
So you've rolled the 3.
Just
and
roll
then-
this one successfully once.
Wow.
Third time's a charm.
Yes, it is. +1 piercing.
Okay.
Okay.
For those people who watched season 1, you know how annoying +1 piercing became to me at one point, because it's just extraneous information that
Yeah.
I do not need.
It's just
You
so...
rolled a 12, it had very few hit points left, and then you're telling me +1 piercing.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. Okay? Fine.
+1
It has-
piercing.
Fine, +1 piercing. Regardless, that is enough to actually kill a lollipop.
Yes.
Because
And
of
you
the
guys-
+1
I
piercing.
told you
Yep.
Tenna Lee was going to deliver the killing blow.
Yep.
Oh, that's exciting.
So you guys-
100% right. One
So
more
you
time.
guys successfully
Flawless,
kill-
that's what you are.
successfully kill a sorcerer king, which has now happened twice in Dark Sun, and canonically, we're now off the map because there has been one that had been killed before in the Dark Sun books, but it was not Lalali Poi. She was not meant to be killed, and I didn't really make her able to be killed. To be honest, you guys, I was like, this is nearly an impossible fight.
We rolled
But,
really well
yeah,
during this.
I was
though.
like, you know what? If they all die, then we'll figure it out.
We also like had like almost Lord of the Rings style like just
Oh, yeah.
armies coming in
Epic.
from all over the place from
Yeah,
chat.
yeah.
We could not have done it without
This,
that.
No, oh,
this
God,
was
no.
a group effort.
It was.
everybody.
Darkwell barbarians. We had the ghostly giants. We had, I think, the first appearance of Braid's army showed up.
Lots of healing.
Yeah, lots of healing.
All these fucking rerolls.
Both regular healing and from the deathly realm of Kiganis. So yeah, and
Get up for chat.
yeah, give it up for chat.
Good day to chat.
Thanks,
good
chat. You
chat
guys,
day.
you
Yeah.
guys
Good chat
really,
day.
really helped them out today. And Dojima, detective, heals Tenna for 1 hit point.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah.
So thanks so much for the donations, guys. They did it. They actually did it.
We did it.
So
did it.
as she falls,
We.
as she falls, she actually her body rapidly disintegrates and just kind of turns into ash.
Because it was
Having
600 years old.
Yeah, that's what
Finally been
happens.
part of overthrowing a sorcerer king. I am like hard as a rock.
Yeah. Jordan is.
Oh yeah.
Not a Gideon.
Oh, Gideon probably is too. I think this is a situation where the player just represents the character.
This is a dream.
Yeah. So yeah, and the weather actually at this point calms down. The skies turn back to the clear yellowish orange that you're used to. The disgusting hazy skies of Athos that you're used to, but not full of water, which is weird.
Yeah.
At this point, Yenin flies up to you from the ground because it's safe for him to cast his fly spell without all these lightning bolts going around.
All right. So
He flies up.
starts. Should you want to start with a charge on this one?
Yeah, I know.
So Yenin flies up to you.
Yeah.
And says, "Thank you, friends. I owe you very much for this."
But does he say it through like his mind flare? Like,
Yeah,
through
so
the-
it's-
Oh, well, thank you, friends.
Thank you, friends. I owe you very much for this.
Sounds like Nixon.
Thank you very much.
I am not a cook.
I am not a mind flare.
So you know now, well, as players, you should know now that mind flayers are known to be incredibly powerful for their psionic abilities. So Yenin has now successfully unlocked all 3 of the
He's
abilities
unlocked
he
the
needs.
next ultimate power.
Yeah.
Well, looks like we had to stop him from becoming
The
the
evil jellyman.
evil jelly man.
Evangelina.
Evangelina.
Evangelina Jolie.
gonna-
Yep.
I'm gonna be like, why do you look like that?
I am now a different being.
I go, Osvald, on the inside, he always looked like that.
That's racist.
I really want to hear
Um,
Eric's accent, but while
that-
doing it.
Oh, see, I just want Eric to play again so that he has to do
That's
this
what, yeah,
thing
that's
for
I just
fun.
want, mostly I just want to hear Eric have to do it for a whole game.
Yeah. He at this point he actually he heals all of you fully
Oof.
of all of your
Yeah.
wounds
Woof.
using his druidic magic.
Good. 'Cause that's good.
It's a good way to
Yeah.
use
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
He steps forward to the front of the palace and he casts some spells, and you see some orbs go shooting out to different corners of the city as he casts some spells. And then he starts speaking, and you can just feel that his voice is now magically amplified by these orbs, so that everyone in the city can hear him.
Oh my god.
And
Is
he
he going to take
says-
over the city?
He says, "Citizens of Gold, if you're willing to have the protection of a new sorcerer king, I will give it to you. But only in a fair election. I will be holding an election. You can become a free city, or you can stay under the control of several druids here, who were previously allied to the Oba. It will be a free and fair election. Thank you."
I hate him so much. I just hate this guy.
Oh, nice.
Makes me so happy.
So at this point, out of the ground comes a figure that looks very similar to Reaper from Overwatch. We haven't met before, but I'm Kiganis. Osvald, you are going to be my greatest champion in this world.
What? Why?
Is
Because
this
you
Sorcerer
under-
King Kiganis or
This is the
God of Death Kiganis?
Oh.
Got it.
You have the ability to make the difficult choices. Some people can't understand the areas of gray that exist in our world.
I give Pithka a really sad look.
Someone needs to be here to counterbalance the Sorcerer Kings or to counterbalance anyone with power. Someone needs to say, this is wrong, and I will stop it. You can be my force outside of the Death Realm.
Can I be good?
Of course, I'm good.
Okay, I'll be good. I'll be good.
All I ask in return is that you pledge yourself to me.
Do we see this happening?
Nope.
Oh,
Just Oswald. So,
It's just Osvald.
so let's all move in slow motion while this is happening. Like we're just gonna-
You're just like talking to each other about something else. You don't always have to follow me, but there are situations where I'm going to ask for your help. And what I'll promise in return is for this legion of troops that have been helping you recently. How would you like to have them helping you all the time? You could actually truly become a manifestation of Amamamhar. I can make that happen. I can bring Amamamhar's troops back to you. We could even bring back the great half-giant empire.
Maybe power doesn't always mean that you're bad.
Power rarely means you're bad. It just is. Power
Really?
has no reflection on someone's good or evil.
I hope you're right, Giganis. We're gonna get on a knee.
He just puts a hand over you, and no one else sees this, but you just get covered in a swirl of black mist and smoke, and it's almost imperceptible. In fact, your friends probably won't even be able to notice, but your skin gets a little bit more of a ghostly pallor to it, and you lose a little bit of color, and you're just slightly you're just slightly different than how you were before. You feel different. You've been touched by the realm of death. And then he leaves. He teleports away.
I can't believe you got that pair right now.
You guys gotta
man.
learn how to play cards.
Nobody bluffs like Tenna. Nobody bluffs like Tenna.
It's true.
Why
Were
do
you playing
why do you,
cards?
why do you look so weird? What's going on?
Nothing's going on.
He looks like he might be a little under the weather, like he's getting a cold.
Oh. Hey there now.
This tall tower.
It's a little drafty up here.
We somehow played a game of poker.
Okay, so that's where we're going to finish for this week. You guys get 4 XP this week.
Yeah.
It was a Sorcerer King. I think you earned that extra one for sure. Does that put anybody at level?
Yeah.
We need 7 plus current.
Yep.
Level.
What's your current level?
4.
How are you level 4?
Because Tenna Lee don't miss.
Yeah, Tenna does not.
It's true.
know.
Totally does not miss.
So are you at
Somehow, I don't know how that happens.
you're at 6.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
11? So erase the XP needed to level. Do you have enough?
Not quite. I'm 1 short.
Gideon?
No. Are you guys both level 5?
Yes.
How am I a level ahead?
Now I'm level 6.
You fail a lot.
1,
Have I
you
failed that
fail a
much?
lot. 2,
Really?
I think you have actually missed the least amount of sessions out of everybody.
That might be true.
Because you missed only, 2 sessions
I
when
missed
you were
the
in
2 when I
Africa.
was in Africa. Yeah.
I think that's pretty much it.
So let's see. So okay.
Yeah, I'm level 6 now.
You are now? Okay.
I leveled up.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt that Osvald makes a real habit out of spouting lore, which is just for him that's almost an XP generating move.
It really is.
So do you know what you're looking at doing for leveling?
Yeah. Also, I get the bond of I lied to Pithka about never.
Yeah, for sure you can.
That, yeah,
Yeah,
no, you
nailed
can
that
resolve
one.
that.
That was actually a really great moment. I really liked that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was, because it was so good, because it was like, oh, I don't know, can you justify with your character using this? But then you had that bond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And
That was so good.
and then he further informed that bond with Kiganis a few minutes later, just now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. But the good news is he's going to get more power, so it's always okay to make sacrifices for the greater good.
Yeah, if Yenin has taught us anything, it's that power is always more power.
And Yinin hasn't taught us anything.
But it's also like I figure I'm aware. I'm aware that it can turn you bad. So hopefully that'll keep me.
So
from
it won't corrupt you.
Yeah. I'm gonna be. Speaking of being good, I'm gonna give myself a lending health thing.
Hey.
Oh, nice.
When I roll a 7 to 9 on lend health, I treat it as a 10+. It's gonna be really good.
Nice.
That's a
I'm
nice
just
ability.
going to take focused fighter and gain an additional +1 piercing.
Nice. Now it'll be +2
Plus
piercing.
2 piercing.
Sweet.
Fair enough. And then I believe so it's every other level you guys get an ability bump. So do either of you guys, which would mean level 3, 5, 7?
Yeah, so I'm at 5.
Okay, so you get to bump one of your abilities up by 1.
Okay.
So which one do you want to bump?
I think the only one that'll actually give me a difference on my multiplier is dexterity. Bump that up to a 13, which according to my character sheet
Is a
gives me a +1.
Great, perfect. There you go. All right, so you now have a +1 dex. That'll be nice for all those
It will.
dexterity defy dangers that
will.
are not going your way most of the time.
Not really great.
Okay, great. Did anybody else have bonds they wanted to resolve?
I think we definitely drank demon blood this time. And,
I absolutely promise I'm going to shoehorn a way in to figure that out next week.
All right.
I
Okay.
just really want to know what the fuck that was.
We should have 3 bonds at a time, right?
Yeah, you should have 3.
Oh, so I need 2 more
Okay,
bonds.
so you need 2 bonds, and
I still have 3.
You have 3. Do you have 3, Gideon?
Got 3.
Do you have 3?
I have 3.
Okay, so let me grab the bond sheet. In the meantime, maybe you guys can vamp for me.
We can vamp.
Vamp.
Vamp. Vamp. Vamp. Vamp. Vamp. Vamp. Vamp. Vamp. Vamp.
Vamp sounds like
vamp.
ramp. Have you ever seen like Evil Knievel?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Vamp, 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 vamp.
I don't actually think that Evil Knievel was evil aligned. I think he was chaotic neutral.
Vamp,
Vamp. 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 Vamp.
Maybe he just thought that chaotic neutral Knievel wouldn't make as catchy a sound, though, you know?
Vamp. 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 Vamp.
All right,
Vamp.
we're good. We're good.
Perfect.
That was a good one, actually.
I am making a character called chaotic neutral.
Chaotic neutral Knievel. Yeah. I think we just need to make a show that's about chaotic neutral
Oh, yeah,
Knievel.
absolutely.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna pick
Oh, that
one.
would
I'm
be
gonna
good.
pick
That would
one
be
myself, and then I'm gonna have Chat pick the other one.
Okay.
So Chat, give me a number 1 through 30. Okay. So Darrel, the one that I'm gonna give you is.
You drank demon blood.
Let's see. I like this one. In my past life, I was much more like blank than I am now.
Do I remember my past life? I don't remember.
I mean,
Well,
whenever
you were har.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So the question.
Wait,
is,
when it says past life, does it mean
Yeah.
just like earlier in your life
It
or an
could mean-
actual previous life?
it can mean anything. I like the idea of it meaning har, but it could just mean like before you took up adventuring with these people. It could mean anything.
Sure.
What do you mean, these people?
Yeah.
I mean these races, these different races. Yeah, I mean maybe like so. If it is har, which of these people in your party do you believe actually better
Is a bit
represents
like
har than you, and you're striving to become that maybe, or it could be anything. Okay, and then from chat, they have decided number 7. This is actually really okay. We can't use this one because it will immediately be resolved. So I'm going to use the next one. But it's blank introduced me to an illicit drug. So Tenna.
So Tenna.
What? Who, little old me?
Okay, but so we'll use the very next one because that one immediately resolves. In fact, I'm going to treat that as chat giving you 1 XP.
1 XP.
Yeah,
Thank you, chat, for picking number 7. You just gave Darrel an XP through that.
Amazing.
It's because I gave you the cocaine.
The cocaine. Blank has been through hardships that would break me.
Okay, I think I figured this out.
Okay. I'm sorry, it's so much to write. It's so much to write, Darrel. I'm very sorry.
Well, Pithka's has been through hardships that would break me. And then I think the other one, my life, I was much more like Gideon because of his love for destruction and stuff. I think har was all about destroying and not caring about collateral damage and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, warlords tend to be like that.
Yeah.
I have a reason for what I'm doing now. Principles. I have deep principles that guide my actions.
There's no
There's
question
always
about
a
that.
method to the madness.
Yeah. Okay, so
So I won't be able to make the next 2 sessions.
yeah.
So this is Pithka's last season 2 appearance.
Yeah. You'll see Pithka again someday.
No, Pithka's not gone forever.
I thought you were going to be like, no, Pithka is dead.
Yeah.
No. What I would like to do, though, is use one last true divination.
Oh, absolutely.
And what I'm going to propose is that the other 3 players have to leave the room.
Okay.
And they'll come back once you've described what's coming up.
Oh, so okay. So I'm going to describe it with the players not present.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, I'm very confused. So I'm describing them.
So it's the vision that Pithka has.
Oh, so but it's
But
accurate. this
Pithka
time.
doesn't share it.
It's
But-
but it's
But Pithka's not going to tell
gotcha.
what's happening.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
That's great. I love it.
All right, so we're out of here.
Yeah.
So you guys will come back in 2 minutes.
Bye,
at
chat.
most.
Bye, chat. I'll miss you.
All right, and we just pop the chat on and see whatever.
Hey, no, you're not allowed to do that. No.
Turn your phones.
No. Okay. So we want to divine what's happening with Pithka, or like with other events.
Like what happens after the Lollipoi dies.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, I'm into
So
it.
just a preview of the possible futures to come.
So I'm gonna, you know what? I'm definitely not gonna have you roll for this because that would be silly. So because this is actually gonna be 100% correct. So there's no reason to roll because you already know.
I'm never wrong.
Yeah. Actually, no. I'm gonna have you roll, and you're gonna close your eyes because it's just more fun. Okay. So first of all, we already know that this is 100% correct.
Yeah, as always.
Okay. But what you see, so you see. So you see Yenin the Sorcerer King sending out his forces all throughout the lands of Athos, trying to find these nodes of power where he could find these altars to become the Evangian.
To become the Neon Genesis.
To become the Evangian. Somebody's going to say it at some point correctly, maybe, besides me. And he does eventually find one. He actually becomes the Evangian. he ascends, turns into this being with incredible power, and actually restores the lands of Athos. You see forests and the oceans and seas come back. There's plenty of food for everyone. He systematically destroys every single sorcerer king. Continues to be the leader of the legendary free city of Tyr, but it actually ends up becoming the legendary free empire of Tyr. And he reigns for thousands of years. And there are times when people challenge his authority and challenge his leadership, they challenge his reign, and he swiftly crushes them. But other than requesting the complete worship of all citizens, it's actually a pretty nice world to live in. And he is genuinely a nice despot for his people. But if anyone disagrees with him, he swiftly crushes them.
All right, so that's 100% what's going to happen.
That's what's going to happen. So guys, look forward to season 3 when that's the thing that happens. I mean, maybe not the season 3 is not going to be over the course of thousands of years. I mean, at least in the near future, the Evangian and all that stuff.
It's going to happen. It's a beautiful future.
Yeah, I like that we have a storyteller, a spirits reader who can see the future with such accuracy all the time.
All right.
We were just out there watching some of the videos.
It's good news, you guys.
We tweeted.
Yeah, it's really good news.
Well, we were just watching some of the videos that the chat members tweeted from the session.
Braid put some pretty good ones up on Twitter.
Oh, that's right, because you can do the clip feature. That's really cool.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for tuning in, guys. You can follow me on Twitter at Mrs. Shawn Graham. I don't know if is there any time left on the Rothane Kickstarter? Remember, there's like maybe an hour.
I think they're
or so.
funded. I think.
Well, they're funded, but there's
Still
stretch
get in
goals.
on it.
Oh, gotcha.
So like, if they get past that number, there's still additional. Like, there's still reason
You can
to
still
contribute.
do, yeah.
They funded
4 hours to go.
Okay, so there's 4 hours.
So get in right
Four.
now.
I'm trying to get 42 more backers to unlock another stretch goal.
Oh, nice.
Okay, sweet. So I myself will be getting on my phone in a moment and giving money to Wes. I really want you guys to do the same thing because there's just a little bit of time left. Stretch goals are always good. It'll be nice to increase what's going out there. So definitely check out. Just go to Kickstarter, check out Realms of Rothane. Even if it's just like, even if it's $5, like if we can get 42 more backers, then that will change what we're getting out of it, which is good. So yeah, so just donate if you're able, please. All of you guys just hashtag, send out a tweet, hashtag Kickstarter, hashtag RPG, and send out the link for us. We would really appreciate it, and Wes would really appreciate it. So I know that it's a worthwhile endeavor, and he's put in so much work into this thing. So we really appreciate you backing it, because I'm sure at this point you guys all already have. And if you haven't, you'll just do it now. So Mrs. Shawn Graham on Twitter.
Hi guys, you can follow me on Twitter at Kelsey Kelsum. You can find audiobooks that I've done on Audible. Just do a search of Kelsey Osbourne. There's like a dozen on there. And other than that, don't have a lot going on except Senior Ditch Day should have a sketch that I'm in coming out pretty soon, so keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, it's looking good.
Nice.
I'm Darrel Haynes, at Darrel Haynes on Twitter, at Darrel the Haynes on Instagram. My sketch team, The Burbs, is doing a show tonight. If you're in the LA area at 8 o'clock at the Nerdist School, The Burbs, and it's The Burbs and the Vanities, and we're doing some funny ha-ha sketch, like the one that makes
funny,
you
The
go,
ones that are ha-ha
the
funny.
one that's like ha-ha.
Making like laugh jokes.
Yeah.
Who on the Vanities could we catch that we might know?
Oh, well, he plays this character called Yinen. You may have heard a little bit
Oh, he's
about
not
him.
gonna be there tonight,
Eric.
though.
Is he not?
No, he's in Japan.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, Yenen's in Japan right now, everybody.
So don't even bother going, never mind.
Well,
No,
I'll be
still-
there.
still
I'm not in
go.
Japan.
Yeah.
So
Darrel's pretty great.
And then
I mean, compared to Yenin, but
my improv team, Corvair, every Sunday at Nerdist School at different times. I think tomorrow we're 8. We're 8 tomorrow, yeah. And my Twitch stream, I'm figuring that out because I have a big conflict with that now. So more on that later.
More on that later. Drama.
All right. Hi, I'm Jordan Pridgeon. Follow me at Jordan Pidgeon on Twitter. I'm trying to tweet more. Not super successful, but I'm tweeting some. You can also check out my work at youtube.com/Senior Ditch Day, which is the video production group that I'm one of the people who runs. And as we said, Kelsey's going to be in a video we're going to be putting out probably in the next week or two. You can also listen to me on the podcast This American Lie. We've recorded a new one recently that's going to be real weird. So check that out on iTunes or other places that podcasts are sold.
Podcasted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, our podcast. And check us out on on Facebook. Just search This American Lie and you can find it. And you can also, on the second Saturdays of the month, if you're in LA, check out The Money Pit, which is my sketch group that this guy's also in.
That is true.
You can follow me on Twitter at Notably Scott. Watch Pitch on Fox, which is what I'm leaving to work on these next couple weeks. And that's all I'm going to plug. The Money Pit that Jordan already plugged.
Yeah.
So.
And also an article on Reddit.
That I'm someday going to post.
Is that the thing that you need to write?
That's the thing that I need to write.
Yeah, it'll get written this week.
Is it an article about Reddit?
No, it's actually an article about the positive energy plane. If you're into D&D lore, it's something that you could use for adventure hooks and all kinds of fun stuff.
It is something that's sorely needed because the positive energy plane isn't really something currently that I have any idea how I would integrate it into
And most
anything.
people don't have any interest in it, so it's difficult to find a hook that you might...
Well, but that's why it's so important to create one because there isn't one currently. Like, it is just a waste.
If you go to the positive energy plane, is it people being like, "Hey, you're dressed real nice today. You're the best you can be."
If I were to take you to the positive energy plane right now, we would both just explode from having so much life.
Awesome.
That's the way I want to go out.
It'd be pretty dope.
It's pretty positive.
That's pretty sweet.
It's pretty sweet.
All right, thanks guys. Make sure you're following us on all of our different types of social media. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure that you continue tuning in. We have shows almost every single day now. Like, how crazy is that?
And guys, there's a new show on Wednesdays, an all-lady crew, Harry Potter style Pathfinder. It is amazing. Please check it out Wednesdays at 7:30. As the female at the table, I feel obligated to. Oh, every other Wednesday.
yeah.
Thank you.
I watched it this week, and it was really good.
Really good.
Super good.
I'm not like the biggest Pathfinder guy in the world. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
Very
so-
impressed with what Talene came up with.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So definitely tune in. But Monday through Friday now, Monday through Saturday now, basically, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Monday through Saturday, and then hopefully Sunday in the future we'll once again see Iron Tusk come back at some point.
Don't know who that is.
He's the guy who paints all of these amazing miniatures that you see here.
Oh.
Yeah.
October 30th.
October 30th. Cool. Yeah, and then speaking of actually, I'm glad you reminded me. We have Extra Life coming up, so make sure that you are. We have several people. I'm not sure how many pages we have for it, but I'm sure we have a team page in addition to. Dom Zook has a page. Michael Holmes has a page. I'm sure several other people have pages too. But just you can donate to Extra Life and help us out. That'll be November 6th, I believe. So make sure that you're keeping an eye out for the Extra Life pages that we have.
So many good
giving us
things.
money. Yeah.
Cool.
Hey, we're busy. So thanks so much, guys.
Awesome.
Appreciate you tuning in. We will catch
Thanks
you
a ton
next
today.
time.
You're the best.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.